Let's see here. We got threats. Are you guys able to hear me now? Yes, okay, perfect. That's good news. So threats are going to have a mix of IR SAMs and radar SAMs. So we're going to have probably the biggest threat, which is going to be the Grumble, and then we're going to have the Gainful, Guideline, Groose, Gaskin, Gopher. Groose, Gaskin, and Gopher, you're not going to get any RWR for that, so do be careful. I would stay above like 15,000 feet if possible. You can dip below 15,000 feet. There is no hard deck in this mission, but you're ideally going to want to try your best to keep a high altitude so that these don't cause a problem for you. The Gainful and the SA-10 and the SA-2 as well are going to be using MCON or emission control. Essentially what that means is it's going to be a lot harder for our seed guys because the harms are not going to be super effective. They're going to be used almost entirely for suppression rather than actually destroying the radar sites. So our deed guys are going to come in with bombs and actually finish the job. So seed guys, you're going to need to coordinate with deed guys to make sure that your harms are being launched at a good time. And don't launch all of them at once. You're just trying to suppress the enemy SAM sites. Okay. Air threats. I accidentally put MiG-35 in the PowerPoint that I published last night. It's actually MiG-25. I'm sorry about that mistake, but you can expect just a lot of Eastern Bloc aircraft. Not all of these will be there. In fact, most of them won't be there. The missiles will be whatever was left on the aircraft when CBH took over the HTS regime. So these guys are not going to be super well trained in air combat. They're going to be kind of shitty pilots, and they're not really going to know what they're doing, and their loads will be whatever was on there before, and there's not going to be too many airplanes either. On the other hand, SAMs, there is a lot of SAM doctrine going on, so you can expect very, very well trained surface-to-air missile operators. Okay. Tasking wise, so I'm hoping at least that everybody here has read your mission brief packets. Some of these names have changed. For instance, I think that Bulldog 1, that's correct, that's Seed. It's Seed, Deed, Intermittent. Yes, you can join the server. Should be up right now. A10s and F4s I recommend you do, and you slot in and start getting things ready during this brief. Bulldog 1, 2, and 3 will be Seed, Deed, and Sweep. Bulldog 3 couldn't make it today. We don't have enough people. So it's just going to be the F-15Cs on Sweep, which is, instead of Jedi 1, it's now going to be Bones 1. War Dog 1, F-14. Do we have our F-14 here, even? I hope we do, because he's going to be our bar cap. Smoke 1 is going to be Strat, and then Rocket 1 is also going to be Strat, and Dragon 1 is Strat as well. You guys are going to have your strategic targets that we'll go over momentarily. Then we'll have Rocket 1, F-15E, or I already went over that. Inferno 1, F-18C. We only have one guy here, so it's going to be -3 on Seed with the rest of the Vipers. He's going to be carrying some harms as well. Gunslinger 1, don't have any of them, unfortunately, but they would have been on AI, air interdiction. Comms ladder. So the comms ladder is going to follow a general pattern for pretty much everybody. You're going to go your tower frequency to the Taxi 2, check in with him. Then you're going to go to the tanker, and you go back to Taxi 2. Don't need to check in again, just let them know you're on frequency, and then once you're where you need to be, once you reach the checkpoint, then you're going to go ahead and switch over to the ABM frequency. The Taxi 2 will tell you to push to the frequency once it's time to go over, and there is no need to check in with the ABM because you've already checked in with the Taxi 2, and the ABM and Taxi 2 will be communicating. Which camo, doesn't matter. You can take whatever livery that you would like. It's up to you. Engine flight frequencies are all here. I think those are up to date as well. So it's going to be the tower frequency, then Taxi 2, then it's going to be to the tankers, and then back to Taxi 2, then to Wizard. Tactical UHF is on here, but it won't be used. That's like if any intraflights want to push somebody from one frequency to tactical, they could say push tactical. I would also keep in mind that if I say push gray 2, red 6, orange 5, red 3, green 2, or orange 1, they're going to have their frequencies that correlate with them. So just keep that in mind. If you don't have that on your knee board, maybe put that somewhere on like a notepad or something, because that is going to be important. I as the Taxi 2, I will be referring to the colors, not the actual frequencies. Okay. All right. Ingress. So you're going to come from IP Stone after the correct brevity is stated, which I think is here. Let me check. It is Megalodon, which is C, Deed, Mission Complete, Strike Package, Push. Then everybody is going to go ahead and push over to IP Stone, and from IP Stone, we're going to move over to the target and attack using IP to target tactics. If you don't know what IP to target tactics are, then you could just essentially orbit around here, and then once you have your targets, you'll push in and attack. Okay, just keep your distance until you have your targets, and try and stay over Aleppo for as little of an amount of time as possible, because we don't want to be putting the aircraft at risk. Okay. Alpha 01, this is the targets that are for many of the strike guys, the strat guys. It is a weapons factory just south of Aleppo Airfield. There's going to be 2 factory buildings. Those are going to be the primary targets. So if you have the penetrating JDAMs on your aircraft, you're going to want to take out the factory buildings. Secondary targets in Alpha 01 are going to be, there's an artillery brigade there, or sorry, not brigade, artillery squad there, and then we're going to have a few logistics vehicles and actual weapons that are being produced from this factory. Do take those out if you get the chance to. That's Alpha 01, and then we have Alpha 02, which is going to be the airfield, which I believe our F4s and A10s are attacking, if I'm correct. There is an IL-76/78 over there, which is carrying S-300 reloads. We're going to want to take that out. That's going to be one of the primary targets. The F4s, I prefer you take out the runway, but if you get the opportunity to take out something else, for instance, the aircraft, I would not try and take out the hardened shelters. That would be a JDAM job, because I think the A10s have some penetrating JDAMs. If you are able to strike something other than the runway, I would go after the aircraft shelters over here. There's actually, these aren't shelters, these are just going to be ramps, and they're going to have aircraft on them. So runway or that, and then A10s, I'm going to have you probably go after the IL-76, 78, and the hardened shelters over here with any penetrating JDAMs that you're taking with you. Okay. The guidelines, you can expect them to look somewhat like this. All of the SAM sites are going to be in revetments, because the enemy was prepared for this attack, and they knew that we were coming in large numbers in the air. So they have created revetments for these SAM sites. So if you're doing HAZ attacks or the harms, my Viper guys, make sure that you're lobbing the harms up, because they will hit the edges of the revetments if you do not. Okay. Brevity Matrix. So I already went over Megalodon, which is SEAD, DAD mission complete, strike package push. Hammerhead is going to be SEAD, DAD, and sweep push from CP Pebble. So essentially, the SEAD and DAD are going to push first, and sweep is going to go with them in order to cover the SEAD guys. I want sweep to be behind SEAD, because you can lob the missiles pretty far away, the long sticks, but when it comes to the SEAD guys, I don't want to have when it comes to the cap guys, I don't want to have you guys in front getting shot down by SAM sites. Especially since your situational awareness is lower in the F-15C. Okay. So, Hammerhead for CD, sweep push. Megalodon for everybody else to push. Okay. Zebra is all coalition aircraft will egress northwest immediately. This is something that Casper, you can say is the GCI. Sorry, not GCI, ABM. Tiger, all package objectives complete RTB. This will be package commander. Hammerhead and Megalodon will also be package commander. Leopard is acceptable level of risk not met RTB. This will be either Taxi 2 or ABM, so either me or Casper. And then when it comes to package commander, Nomad, since you're the SEAD flight lead, I'm going to have you as package commander, so you'll be in charge of Hammerhead, Megalodon, and you can also say any of these if you see them necessary, okay? You'll only be in charge of Hammerhead and Megalodon if necessary. The rest of them could be up to everybody else, okay? Yeah, I'll go ahead and invite you up. Give me 1 second. Invite to speak. Here we go.
Okay, question. Do we have to adhere to the timeline, or once the seed package is assembled, we can push?
It's the timeline is something to abide by, but if the timeline isn't met, it's by the time everybody who needs to be there is there. So don't worry, because the A10s are really slow, don't worry about the strike guys being there. Only worry about that for Megalodon. Okay, only worry about all the strike guys being in place for Megalodon, but for Hammerhead, just make sure all of the seed guys are in there.
So all the seed flights, just to confirm...
Are we limited to the ordnance that was in our EBO? Yes, Benoni, you're limited to the ordnance within your EBO. And I'm remembering now, I don't think I gave you guys penetrating JDAMs. Just take whatever I told you guys to take. And then you're going to take out the IL-76, which is not going to require any penetrating JDAMs. There's going to be a lot at that airfield as well. So if you want to take out any secondary targets, you're fine with that.
Can you just
go ahead, Nomad, sorry.
Can you just confirm me which flights are part of my seed package, or your CD and sweep?
So it's going to be Gambler 1, Bulldog 1, Bulldog 2,
Weasel,
and the Hornet Flight, which is... Sorry, Weasel 1, yeah. And then the Hornet Flight, which is going to be Inferno 1.
Weasels, Gamblers, Inferno, and the Eagles, right?
The Eagles are not. No, they're going to be the strike guys. They're strat.
Roger. No.
Oh, sorry. The F-15C. F-15C. Okay.
Yeah.
F-15C Eagles are going to be sweep. See, that's correct. So that's going to be Bone 1-1.
Bone, okay.
Yeah. Right. Bones 1-1.
Roger.
Yep. That'll be all done. Okay. AO Creek. So this is generally what the AO is going to look like. We're going to have CP Pebble, checkpoint Pebble, and then we're going to have IP initial point Stone. You're going to use these sort of racetrack patterns. I would recommend northwest to southeast. You can pick whatever heading you'd like, but northwest to southeast would be the best option for you when you're holding here. And if you don't know how to do these holding patterns, you're fine just holding by orbiting these. That's fine as well. Just stay in the general area of these points and then advise when you're established. Another thing I will say is when it comes to stacking, it's going to be Taxi 2's job to give you guys stacks. So if I give you an altitude to establish at that altitude. No worries, Slammer. You are flight lead for Gambler 1, just so you know. Okay. Any questions on that so far? You got like maybe 1 minute for questions till I push you guys all to your studs. Okay, great.
So, sorry, who?
You could take everybody. Go ahead,
Okay.
sir.
I just want to talk with my package with Bulldog 2. Well, if you're done.
I'm done. Yep.
Okay, let's go to 179th.
Well, hold on. You said whole package. You guys, 179th is not going to be the entire package for you guys. So, if you have some of these, we do have 2,000.
No, we just have to figure out how are we going to do the combined attack, combined harms, and a bomb run. I know how to do that with my flight, but we need to coordinate that between the flights.
You'll all be on ABM frequency, so you can do that over ABM. And if it gets too cluttered on there, feel free to push the strike.
Okay, but that is something we need to talk about and pre-plan it a bit earlier, not like by the seat of our pants.
So the procedure for that is going to be if things get too cluttered on ABM frequency, and that was already pre-planned, is that you're all going to be on ABM frequency and you're going to be communicating with each other. Is if you do not, if it's too cluttered there, then you're going to switch to strike frequency. So that's why the strike frequency is there. What airfield are we starting on? It's going to be LTAG and Instralic. Okay. All right. Any other questions? All right. This is the last question I could take. If you have any further questions, then you can come into my Taxi 2 VC as a flight lead or somebody else and ask it there once all the other flights are doing their briefing. All right. Go ahead, Casper.
Hi. Sorry, this question doesn't really apply to most everyone here. What server is it on?
A3253.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. That would be everything. Everybody's good to move down to their stud. This is the end of the 141st JTOC briefing. You're going to do...
Bruh.
I heard what you were saying. I understand. I'm here with you because I'm seated by myself.
So you are Inferno 1?
Yeah, firm.
Okay, awesome. And our card is Bullock 2-1, Nemesis 2-2.
Okay. A-firm.
Okay. So basically, from the information we got,
Gosh, I'm so nervous.
we need to conduct simultaneous attacks with DEET and SEED at the same time. I can do that with my flight, no problem, but we're going to use calls such as sniper and slapshot. Do you all know what those mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, who doesn't?
You go over it real quick.
Okay, so if I say 2 slapshot SA-10 320 is basically you firing off, so number 2 fires off a harm at an SA-10 at that bearing. So slapshot is a known bearing, unknown distance. Sniper is a known bearing, known distance, basically known location. So if I say 3 sniper SA-10, there's only one SA-10 most likely, so you'll just fire off a harm at the SA-10, okay?
I got you. So it kind of replaces Magnum.
No, so Magnum is after you launch. Sniper is my order to you to launch. Sniper or
Okay.
slapshot. And I'll use SA-2 North, SA-2 South, and SA-10. And then SA-6 is how they appear, probably with a bullseye call or brah, we'll see. We'll kind of figure that out as we go. But what we need to coordinate, so basically the deed, so bombers need to go in at the same time as we fire off. So before we engage with harms, deed has to be ready. I'm gonna keep my bombs. I'm gonna keep basically gonna be reserve deed, while Alucard Nemesis is your primary deed, right? So you will need to tell me when you guys are tally / captured and when you're good to push, and then we're basically gonna be co-located together, holding the roughly the same area, and then once you start pushing, we're gonna push with you. Once we start getting mud, once we start getting locked on, we're going to fire off at all three. So both SA2s and the SA10. Not sure if you saw the threat map that I really quickly made. Did you see that? Hold on.
I did.
Yeah, I'm just going to post it real quick in this channel. So basically, all those three static positions are covering each other. So we have to suppress all three while going in. So ideally, we'd want to destroy the two SA2s in the first pass, which is... we should be good. My suggestion, my idea, of course, you'll give me your feedback, is for the first attack for Bulldog 2 to split and simultaneously engage both the SA2s, while Bulldog 1 covers them with harms for all the three positions. Can you do that?
See that being an issue.
Okay.
Can you review that one more time? Who's covering?
So our flight, Bulldog 1 will be suppressing those three static positions, while Bulldog 2 flight engages with JDAMs, right? So when they start pushing and when we start getting mud is when we fire. I'm going to do a brief with you guys, who's going to fire at what time. Just listen to my orders, and that way we'll make sure that the strikers or the deed flight is covered. I'm going to be flying in between, and basically if one of Bulldog 2 flight, if one of you have to turn around and defend, I'm going to be going in with my bombs, okay?
Roger.
That's
We're each carrying 2 harms,
yes.
correct?
So that's the first wave, but for the SA-10, we aren't allowed to leave the AO, so that's what I forgot to ask Crawfish. How are we going to deal with the SA-10? Basically, we just have to do continuous suppression with harms. I'm gonna send him a message.
Gosh, dude, my heart is pounding.
Yeah.
We're using SAS? I mean SRS?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, everything is kind of wild because of the timeline is crazy. But whatever. So yeah, everything's kind of rushed. Just asking fucking Crawfish what's up with the SA-10.
We free to slot in and begin our start.
Hold on.
Take it, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we are free to attack the SA-10, so we are allowed to leave the AO for the SA-10.
Okay.
Basically, for the SA-10, we have to do an attack from multiple directions, using harms to cover. And basically, Alucard, Nemesis, and I will be flying in from 3 different directions. And, like, just hope for the best, I guess. All the harm shooters will have to... If you're Winchester, you're basically gonna have to Wild Weasel, okay? So, all you harm slingers, your job is to make sure that anyone who's carrying bombs is not being targeted, okay? So that's the primary purpose. If Bulldog 2 and if Inferno doesn't have questions, basically Inferno, you'll be also just doing what I tell you, okay?
Confirm.
Yeah, if you don't have questions, then allow me to brief my flight.
Alright. I gotta go ask something anyway. Oh, I got one question for you. Do you want me on your interflight just to monitor for that sake? So, or how do you want to do that? I guess technically you guys are multiple flights, but...
I mean, you can monitor whatever interflight you want, really, because you don't have a use for that one. So.
Yeah, exactly. All right, cool.
Yeah. So these are all dynamic slots, huh? Okay.
What is the server name so I can actually get connected?
141, first JTOC. It's a Fox 3 MS server. The tag is A3253.
Yeah, you guys are free to join.
We free to slot?
Yes.
Copy.
Alucard, Nemesis, can you please leave me with my guys here? That's okay.
Yeah.
So,
freaking nervous.
okay, Maestro, Exotic Mamba, hi. I'm Nomad. I'm your Squadron 2IC. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Yeah, likewise.
So, again, apologies. This is all a bit rough. Do you understand what the mission is? Do you
I got a pretty good idea. Yeah.
Okay.
See Apache's Wild Weasel.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be following your lead and just supporting where I can, and if I guess if I have a clean shot and authorization, take shots at I think SA2 sites in SA10 and SA6.
Yep. So just when I tell you, just don't worry about UHF comms too much. Just worry about what I tell you, okay?
Alright.
You guys know your loadouts. It's in the, so you're taking 2 A120 Charlies on the wingtips, 2 9Ms on 8 and 2. You're taking your harms on 3 at 7 fuel tanks, your TGP, HTS, and the 184 long pod, okay? Flare.
Oh wait, we're taking fuel tanks?
Yes, of course you are.
Oh shoot. Okay. My bad. Let me grab those.
So don't worry about everything being fucking beautiful and the procedures being all 100% correct. Worry about, I'm gonna try talking in plain English as much as possible. If you don't understand something I say, just tell me to say again. I mean, I don't know how much you guys know or don't know, so we're just basically gonna have to do this on the fly because we are, engine start is in 4 minutes, so we can't really do much in terms of a pre-flight brief, unfortunately.
So, if I have like a target in sight ready to shoot, do I ask for your permission to shoot before I do?
Yes, because we will basically be staying out of range most of the time. So if you are in range of a target without me telling you anything about the target, something went wrong. So keep your eye on the HSD, maintain situational awareness, make sure you bug me with your HSD so you can see where I am, and stick close,
Yeah.
don't veer too far. Don't know how you guys are with IP holding, with racetrack holding, it doesn't matter, just make sure you stay close to the IP and the CP. We'll try to do formation stuff, but if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, it's absolutely fine, okay, don't worry about that. Just worry about listening to me, worry about flight comms, and worry about your weapons, your targeting, maneuvering, okay?
So CP is 0.1 and 2. Are we splitting into 2 groups for each steer point? Or are we staying as a 4 ship?
We will split up at the IP most likely, okay?
Okay. I'll just stick with you until then.
Yep. Where are all my liveries? What?
Where's the clock in my cockpit? Do I not have a clock?
You do. It's on the right side, but it is not good. It's right of the stick, but it's not.
Oh,
It's not.
yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Not ticking.
Yeah, it's not taking. Yeah, it's kind of weird. You have used the time on your DED. Are you all in your aircraft? Are you all loaded up?
Loaded up in my aircraft, waiting startup.
Same here.
Okay, so as soon as I tell you to start up, you're gonna start up. You're gonna align. Once you're done aligning, make sure that you set your INS to nav mode and then upload your DTC. Okay. Once we've done that, we're gonna do radio check. Okay.
On UHF or VHF?
On both.
Okay.
But wait for me to ask you. Okay. Okay. Flight cleared. Starts 2. And we'll most likely be in mode 3 CM.
Okay, so jammer mode 3.
Yep.
Quick question: I use manual or semi for that?
Manual.
Okay, understood. And which countermeasure management switch is that? I'm sorry.
Should be aft.
Aft. Okay. It still says S for me.
You cannot do that on the ground.
Understood.
I think so, but we'll see. That's what you do when we fence in, all right? In the
Understood.
fencing call.
Mm-hmm. Okay, loading DTC now.
And don't forget to align your hammocks. It's really useful for putting down mark points when flying as cover for missile launches.
How many steer points are there? 25. Okay.
No, they're not 25.
Okay.
Bulldog 2-2 radio check.
Right.
Hold on, don't do a radio check yet. Wait for everyone to put in their DTCs and then wait for me to ask for a radio check.
Which channel should it be on for radio check?
Both Uniform 1 and Victor 1.
Not rating you 2-1.
Oh yeah, because Crawfish changed our call sign last minute, our frequencies are wrong for Victor.
Advise engine start clip.
Our frequencies are screwed up then?
No, it's fine. We'll just have to push Victor 2. Victor 2 is our in-flight.
Oh, okay, understood.
Yeah.
UHF 1 still though, right?
Sorry?
UHF 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is that? Hold on. Steer point. One of the steer points is weird. Three is SA. It's for SA. 6.
3.
Okay, well, one of the steer points is.
Still not rating you.
Make sure you guys got your anti-collision lights set.
Bulldog 1 flight, Victor 2 radio check.
Bulldog 1-2 checking in. Good jet.
4, radio check. Exotic, make sure you're on Victor 2.
Yeah, DTC is still uploading.
Okay.
I think it just finished, yep.
Oh, and probably you've noticed the error in the TNDLs. Bulldog 12 is 21612, not 21611.
Alright, sounds good. I'll punch it in.
Yeah. Mark points, fixes. Okay. We're good, we have time. We have 10 more minutes till taxi. So we're good. Four, 1, radio check.
Dragon 1, mic check 360.15. 5
1-4, this is 1-1, radio check on Victor 2.
Tower Rocket 1-1, radio check 360.15.
Exotic, you still uploading? I can't get you on Victor.
Radio check.
1-4, 5x5. Okay, make sure you're muted on Discord. Okay, so now when I say on uniform, if I say Bulldog 1 check, then I just want to hear 2, 3, 4. Okay, so just answer with your number when it's your turn. Bulldog 1 check.
2, 3, 4.
Awesome, good job. Just let me know when you're green jet. 1 is green jet.
2 is green jet. 3 is green check. 4 is green check.
Increlic Tower, Bulldog 1 flight, ready to taxi. Make sure you set up all your MFDs.
Bulldog 1, taxi, Golf Alpha, hold short 05.
Golf Alpha, hold short 05, Bulldog 1.
Altimeter 2975.
2975, Bulldog 1. 1 rolling.
Two rolling. 3 rolling. 4 rolling.
For takeoff, we'll do a staggered 20-second separation.
Bulldog 2 flight.
Alpha element will line up first, then once number 2 is rolling, Bravo element will line up and also then take off again, 20-second separation.
Bulldog 2 clear to start, altimeter 2975. Clear start 2975, Bulldog point 2. Hey, Bulldog 1-1, this is 1-2. I'm having problems with my rudder pedal standby. I'm going to work the issue.
1.
I have to navigate this taxiway. I don't know where I'm going.
Do you see me? I'm about to hold short runway 05.
3.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, it didn't allow me to select this, Bulldog skin, which I'm sad about.
Lead 3. Where do you want me in the flight?
What do you mean?
Do you want me on the left or right?
We'll do a right finger 4, so number 2 is left
Squawk one,
wing,
target.
3 is right wing.
What's the takeoff sequence? Is there a list of queue?
No, you just contact tower and I'll turn to taxi.
Copy. We will wait for a little more.
Captures, let me know when you're ready to taxi.
Southern Tower, Inferno 1, ready to taxi.
2 status.
Still working the
Foxtrot Alpha, hold short, 05, altimeter 275.
Runway 5 taxi via Alpha, correction, Foxtrot Alpha, Inferno 1.
Alright, 2's back online, rejoining the taxi.
Roger, see if you can slot in between 1 and 3.
2. Bulldog 2, flight ready to taxi, numbers on board.
Bulldog 2 taxi, Foxtrot Alpha, hold short 05, and then hold for Inferno 1, single F-18.
Taxi 05.
And then correction, no need to hold for Inferno 1, no longer a factor.
Roger.
Tower, Bulldog 1, holding short, runway 05.
Bulldog 1, wind 021 at 1, runway 05, clear for takeoff, after departure, maintain runway, heading climb, maintain 2000.
Climb and maintain 2000, maintain runway, heading clear for takeoff, runway 05, Bulldog 1. Okay, 2, just follow me in, and 3, allow him to slot in.
Lead, do you want 3 on your right or left wing?
You're behind me. Let 2 slot in to my left.
1 ready to taxi. 2.
Rocket 1-1, taxi Foxtrot Alpha, hold short 05.
Landing lights.
Rocket 1-1, you got all grid off to your right, to the pass, 2-1. You keep getting stepped on. Do you want me on your left?
3 is behind 1. 2 is to the left of 1. Turn down your UHF volume.
05, altimeter 275.
And if that's for Bones 1-1, I literally have no clue where I am, so I'm going to need left and right, so...
This is 2, I'm gonna slot it on the left here, slot by you.
Hey, you're a private pilot, that's called progressive taxi.
Are we doing a 2 ship stagger? You're at parking spot.
A-firm, 2 ships staggered.
Bones 1-2, Bones 1-3 are at parking spots 2-4 and 2-5.
1 running up.
Tower Smoke 1, requesting permission to taxi the runway.
1 rolling.
2 rolling.
1, your third for taxi, altimeter 295. Rolling up.
1-1, follow Inferno 1-1 single F-18.
3 rolling.
It looks like 11 o'clock now, onto the taxiway, and you'll cut in front of Bulldog 2.
Roger. Following.
Cut burner at 350.
4 rolling.
Tower with a 1 flight of 3 F-16s parked on northeastern shelters, requesting taxi for Arctic for departure.
Weasel 1, altimeter is 275, taxi Foxtrot Alpha hold short 05.
3 airborne.
Tower Bulldog 1, say again altitude.
Bulldog
4
1,
airborne.
maintain 2000.
Woo! Okay, it's 2,000 feet, boys.
Tower with 1, can you repeat the taxi?
Weasel 1, taxi Foxtrot Alpha hold short 05.
Foxtrot Alpha hold short 05 with 1. 1, what's your airspeed?
430, slowly increasing, gonna throttle down, we cannot climb higher than this for now.
2.
4 air wheels up.
4 zero. 4 zero.
Tower Bulldog 1, clear of active. Okay, we're gonna conserve fuel, so I'm gonna throttle down here.
Smoke 1-1, you've got, correction, Smoke 1, you've got a 2-ship Viper up here at 12 o'clock. Go ahead and taxi behind them, taxi Foxtrot Alpha hold short 05. Altimeter is 2975.
Flight rejoin, right finger 4.
2.
Bulldog 1, leave my airspace,
3.
contact Goblet on red 6.
4.
Resume on navigation.
Bulldog 1, resuming on navigation, contacting a Goblet. See ya. Okay. Flight returning right and push uniform 2.
2.
3. 4.
Okay, looks like steer point 1 is fucked. Just follow me. Bulldog 1, check on uniform. Goblet, Bulldog 1, flight of 4 F-16s, checking in, departing Increlic, heading for CP Pebble.
3, saddled.
2 saddle.
4 saddle.
Bulldog 1, Goblet, contact, stand by. No words, weather no factor, go ahead and establish CP Pebble at flight level 200.
CP Pebble at 20, flight level 200. Two, go ahead and read me the latitude for steer point 1.
1, did you want coordinate readback for steer point 1?
Affirm, just latitude.
Copy, lat north 3621.517.
Roger.
Dark Star 1-1. Request bogey dope.
Interesting. Okay, Bulldog flight. Go ahead and index steer point 1. I have changed to latitude of steer point 1. All members advise and ready to copy.
Ready, copy.
Steer point 1, latitude, north 36 degrees, 21 decimal 517 minutes. That should fix the steer point. You should see it just in front of the AO.
Lead 3. Well, latitude on my steer point, readback is correct.
Roger, something must have messed up on my end then.
Lead, this is 2, showing 31 miles to waypoint 1.
Affirm.
Hey, Goblin, Fertile 1, can you say again alpha check real quick?
Inferno 1, Goblet radar contact.
Dark Star 1-1. Request bogey dope. Alright, Inferno 1 is sweet, thanks.
Goblet, Bulldog 1, request alpha check.
Bulldog 1, Goblet, I've checked the bullseye 292-64.
Confirm 292-060.
Correct.
Good check. Flight yardstick is active. You should be able to see me on 7-3 Yankee. And just make sure in your data link that your own ship number is correct. Turning left.
Goblet, this is Robert 1-1, checking in. Rocket 1-1, Goblet radar contact, bullseye 303-95, Angels 3, proceed as...
Good job with the formation, everyone. Sorry for the little heads up for the turn.
All good.
I got traffic to our 2 o'clock.
Visual.
Lead, this is 2. I'm gonna go 1 mile trail. I gotta go pick up my son. He's crying.
All right.
Good, no worries.
Alright, 2, dropping 1 mile trail.
Okay, we'll do a left turn soon. Basically, we'll do a racetrack. Our current heading is 124, so reciprocal is going to be 304. We'll be doing left turns.
Goblet Bulldog 2, flight of 2 F-16s as frag, 2000.
And turning now.
Was that bone flight?
Bulldog 2.
Bulldog 2, Goblet radar contact, bullseye 309er, 90 Angels 2, proceed as
Bulldog 1 established, CP Pebble.
Dark Star 1-1. Request bogey dope. Inferno 1, Goblin. Inferno 1. Inferno 1, Goblet. Or TCP Pebble at flight level 220.
Roger, taking Angels 2-2, or correction, Inferno 1.
Wizard Bones 1-3 F-15Cs, climb through 4000 for...
Traffic tanker, 11 o'clock.
Bones 1 Goblet, radar contact, 5303, 93 Angels 4000, proceed to CP Goblet. CP Pebble.
3,
Sorry,
visual. 4, visual.
Okay, I can see one of you guys is has not set up data link correctly. Oh, one of you guys is actually me.
Bones 1 confirmed 303 heading.
21614.
Bones 1 Goblet, you are off check for bullseye 30389. Roger, thanks. Bones 1 Goblet. Go for Bones 1. Bones 1 Goblet, proceed to CP Pebble, heading 127. Heading 127 for Bones 1.
Turning left now.
Rocket 1 Goblet. Goblet, Rocket 1, go ahead. Rocket 1 Goblet, proceed to CP Pebble at current. Could you repeat the ends again, please, Rocket 1?
Gonna bring down the throttle just a bit.
Proceed to CP Pebble at current altitude. You're good for flight level 322. Roger. The flight level 322. Going to CP Pebble.
Goblet, Bulldog 1.
Go for Goblet.
Can I get a heads up when both Weasel 1, Bulldog 2, Jedi 1, and Inferno 1 are established CP?
Smoke 1, comms check. Loud and clear, 261.5.
Proto 1, establish Pebble.
Cobalt Smoke 1, checking in just left from airbase. Smoke 1, Goblet, radar contact, bullseye 312, 89, Angels 3, proceed as frag to CP up.
Goblet, Bulldog 1, what's the status on Jedi 1? Correction, Bone 1.
Bone 1 currently on the way, crossing over the...
Cut out again.
Bone 1 is currently on the way, crossing over the lake. Goblin Chocolate 1-1, established CP Pebble.
You still look nice and snug.
Yeah, good job, guys. Two, you with us?
Hey, Roger, I'm receiving you on comms.
That's you right now, Angels 14.
Advise we do not have an altitude to hold at checkpoint Pebble.
Yeah, 8 firm. I'm punching up on the power to just hold a smoke left turn altitude hold at Angels flight level 20 for us.
Smoke 1, stand by.
Copy, we're gonna be pushing soon. And flight turn left now.
Bulldog 2, Goblet.
Okay, for our first attack, 2 will go for the north, SA2. 3 will go for the south, SA2. And 4 will go for the SA10. How copy?
Weasel 1, check on prior. 2, good copy. Target confirmed, north SA2.
3, engaging south SA2.
4, good copy. SA10.
Lead 3, request permission to break off or kick out.
Oh, stand by. This is just a brief. We're not doing that yet.
3, copy.
So just when I say execute is when you are clear to attack.
Smoke 1, establish checkpoint Pebble at flight level 190.
So 4 for the SA10. I think it'll be best for you to go pause mode for the SA10. That's the track radar flap lid.
Weasel 1, flight check on uniform. Correction.
4 for the SA10. You will attack the flap lid SA10, not the clamshell or big bird. You will go for position mode SA10.
To establish CP Pebble, flight level 33.
Good copy.
The SA10 should be co-located with the clamshell near H is the correction it had.
What code does that show up on the HAD as? Just to be sure.
On the head, you should just see the clamshell CS for now, because it's not locking us. But I want your harm to be going for the track radar, not the search radar, so it should be 10. Do you understand my intent?
Weasel 1, flight check on uniform. Weasel 2, check.
Repeat check.
Goblet, Weasel 1, flight of 3 F-16s, checking in as cap.
Ford, do you understand my
Correction,
intent?
checking if it's brief.
Yes, so you want me to suppress the clamshell rate?
Okay, I'll say this again. So again, you're firing your harm at the clamshell's position, but you're not targeting the clamshell, you're targeting the flap lid, which is symbol 1010.
Okay, roger. Clamshell's position, but firing at the flap lid. Flap lid.
Affirm, but the flap lid probably will not be visible. It will be asleep, so you'll have to use position mode to fire at that position.
No restrictions, continuous frag.
Good copy. Position mode.
If you're unable, let me know.
Hey, lead this is 2. I'm back on station.
Roger. So 2, confirm to me what's your target.
2's attacking with 1 times ATM 88 of the north SA2.
Affirm. 3, what is your target?
Orange 5 over the way, Bulldog 2.
3 engaging south. SA2. Contact wizard at 216.
Yeah, copy. With a single harm, turning left now. And 4, what is your target?
Firing in the clamshell's direction, but targeted the flap lid.
Awesome.
Bulldog 1, Goblet.
Bulldog 1.
Bulldog 1, precision approved. Go ahead and push Orange 5 and contact wizard.
Copy. Contacting wizard. Flight push, uniform 4.
Bones 1, Goblet.
Two.
3.
Bulldog 1, check.
2.
4.
Bulldog 1, check.
2.
3.
Four, waiting for you in uniform 4. Say 4.
4.
Wizard, Bulldog 1 at CP Pebble have been pushed to your frequency.
Bulldog 1 Wizard, radar contact, bullseye 293, 55, Angels 20, proceed to hold at checkpoint Pebble.
Holding, checkpoint Pebble, Bulldog 1. Flight fence in. Once fence state 8.2. Do not go music on just yet.
0.5.
3. Fenced.
4. Fenced.
Do not go music on just yet. Wizard, Bulldog 1, can you confirm me once Bone is on station?
Say again for Wizard.
Let me know once Bone flight is on station.
Will advise.
Wizard, Bulldog 1, we're burning valuable fuel here. We'd like to push as soon as possible. If you're able to provide us with a sweep, I would like to call Hammerhead.
Let me talk to Goblet, we'll get a plan going. Bulldog 1.
2, you good? Are you able to rejoin?
Last call was taken.
Second for Bulldog 1. 2, are you good? Are you able to
Bulldog
rejoin?
1 Wizard. So, Bones
Stand by.
is on station.
Roger, yeah, I got you guys at Angels 20. I'm coming
longer, or you can just push right now if you have enough fuel to make it through.
Yeah, we can push now. Calling Hammerhead, Hammerhead, Hammerhead. Relay to Goblet. And please get Bulldog 2 and the rest of the package on our frequency. Okay guys, we are pushing. Stay with me, go combat spread. Do not engage just yet. Wait for my order. My order will be Bulldogs execute.
1.
Let's climb.
2.
3. Phones. Flight 1, 2, checking in. Bones 1, 3.
Wizard, good day. Bones 1, Flight 3, F-15C is on station. Bones 1, radar contact, bullseye 309 and 34, Angel 24. Proceed to orbit.
Lead 3. No joy on the SA2.
Second.
Bones 1, affirmative. We'll be doing a left-hand track.
3. No joy on that SA2.
Roger, it's doing MCON, so it will be popping in and out.
Roger.
If we cannot see it, we'll have to make them target us. But remember, there's man pads down below, so below 20,000 feet you are vulnerable. Bullet 1 flight is pushing to IP.
Good push.
Go.
I'm seeing FC sites. Is that the same as SA2?
That's FARCAN, that's AAA, no factor.
3, copy.
Bones 1 is committing to 120.
Weasel 1 check. Weasel 2 check.
Weasel 3 check.
Weasel 1 checking in his frag.
Weasel 1 with a radar contact, bullseye 28551, Angels 20. See, that's right.
Good bullseye check.
Let's try to hold flight level 250, but you are approved to go up and down as desired for your weapon release profile.
Bones 1 wizard.
You are still not clear to engage, so you are not to engage yet.
Bones 1 wizard. I don't exactly know how to say it, but push from Pebble, you're clear. You want us over the AO?
2 saddle going, combat spread left.
3, combat spread left.
4, combat spread left.
Mud 6.
Mud spike, SA6, 11 o'clock.
Are you holding at
Turn right. Bravo element, turn right. 2, slapshot 6.
Wizard Inferno 1. 2 committed.
3, music on.
I'll go for wizard.
Yeah, checking in with the Angels 22.
He's
They sent me to the tanker and then told me
hold
to come
fire.
back, so
2 Magnum
about 4
SA6.
miles to the north.
Roger.
of Pebble.
3, you got ETM2 on south SA2. Clear to fire?
39, Angels 22, precision.
stand by, hold.
Proceed as frag, like the request to Angels
3, holding.
6.
Flow west. Turn cold.
Red Angels 3-6.
3, floating west.
Make sure you call out your magnums on a uniform. Bullet 1 flight as Magnum SA6 self-defense.
Mud spike,
Roger.
C flight, we're making those SA6s hold lock on us.
What status of Bulldog 2?
Flowing west.
Bulldog 2 inbound, 6 miles to your guys' north.
Roger, I need them on the frequency.
Bulldog 2 on frequency.
Bulldog 1, be advised.
We're on a Victor.
C flight, SA6 vanish.
Three, recommitting.
Do not engage. Hold.
3, holding.
Weasel, 1 wizard.
Go for Weasel 1.
Weasel 1 wizard, cleared push.
I see smoke. Seems like a good check on the SA6.
Negative wizard, we still haven't refueled. Oh.
Three, mud spike, SA2.
Roger.
Wizard 1 requesting frequency change to Texaco. Weasel 1 wizard. How much fuel do you have? 2 mud spike SA2 southeast.
1 mud 6. What's that? Southeast. Flight flow north.
Wizard 1 low state 8.3. 2.
Bulldog 2, Bulldog 1, radio check uniform.
Inferno 1, mud SA6.
Inferno 1, hold fire for now. Try and maintain with Bulldog 1. I need Bulldog 2 on uniform.
3, mud spike, SA6, east.
1.
Bulldog 2.
Okay, Bulldog 2, we are ready to proceed with phase 1. Tell me when you're good to go.
Ready.
Okay, execute, execute, execute. Okay, Bulldog flight, execute plan. Let's go.
3.
2. Bones 1, we're just waiting for vectors on 2 aircraft,
4.
so you can just let us know.
Bulldog 2 mud fix.
3, mud spike, SA2, east.
Launch mud 6.
Inferno, you can self-defense the SA6. One mud 10.
Bulldog flight, we're making that SA2 hold lock on all of us. Your missile should guide it.
Bulldog 1.
3, mud spike, SA10, east.
Roger, just try to stay on the edge of its range.
Defending SA10.
Roger.
2 Magnum SA2 north.
If you're defending, just flow west. Take care.
SA10 just came alive. I'm not too right now. We'll be fine.
Force, what's the status on the Magnum?
Bulldog 2 defensive SA2.
4 is Magnum.
Bulldog 1, 4, Magnum, SA10.
Inferno 1, Magnum SA2.
3, pickle tanks.
SA2 is vanished. Wizard, Inferno 1, request block altitude 300 to 340.
Clear 300, 340.
300 to 340. Inferno 1.
One is Tally, northern SA2.
Bulldog 2 wizard.
Defending SA10. Bulldog 1-1 defending SC-10.
Bones 1, Wizard.
Tap, flare. Altitude. Altitude.
Lead, this is 2 on Winchester on the Magnums. I'll provide top cover.
Roger.
Bones 1, Wizard.
Go for Bones 1.
Bones 1, Wizard. Fly heading.
4, should I re-engage SA-10?
Affirm, go, re-engage SC-10. Bulldog 2, status.
Defending SA-10.
Bulldog 1-1 engaging northern SC-2.
SA-10 east. Lead 3, request permission to engage SA-6.
Position.
Bones 1,
SA-6
SA-10 is
to
stated.
the east.
As of now.
At steer point 15.
Stand by.
Bulldog 1-4 Magnum, SA-10.
Bones 1, Wizard.
Hold fire
Fly
for now.
heading 1.
SA-2, 060.
Marks back SA-2.
Bulldog 1-4 Winchester.
1-3 sniper. 1-3 sniper SC-2.
SA-10 back. We're not flying that heading until we get that SA-10 is confirmed dead.
3 sniper SC-2 confirm.
Negative, negative.
Get a harm off now. I'm in a pickle right now, I need a harm now. Inferno 1, sniper SC-2 now.
Inferno 1.
Altitude. Altitude.
Negative, no joy on the SA-2.
Wizard, pushing 100.
Wizard.
Inferno 1, I need the harm yesterday.
Inferno 1, Magnum SA-2.
Thank you. Okay, 3 hold fire, say state.
3 holding.
Say weapon state.
Wizard Bones 1, request picture.
Apologies. Bones 1, Wizard. Picture as follows. First group, one group brought 093, C7, 20,000, cold, Hosmer 29.
Bones 1, from cold.
Stay from cold.
Roger, no pegs on radar.
Bulldog 1, pickle SC2 north.
You got him what?
Pickle. Bulldog 2, Bulldog 1 status.
Altitude.
3 captured SA-2.
Altitude.
Lead, Bulldog 1-2, state 6.5, Winchester providing top cover.
Okay, Roger.
Bulldog
2 and 4. You're...
1 is
Stand by.
Joker.
Roger. Bulldog BDA. Bulldog 2 BDA. Oh shit.
Say again.
Bulldog 2 clear.
Altitude. Altitude.
2 and 4. I'll need you to weasel. Just make sure you're getting muds on you.
2. 4.
engage SA-10.
Negative.
Bones 1-1, Wizard, Bra, 107.
Mud Spike, SA-10.
20,000. Hot hostiles in movement.
2, Mud Spike, SA-2, waypoint 3.
3, fired
Bones
SA-10
1,
on me.
Roger, we're still looking at SA-10 here. We're gonna come cold.
Okay, slapshot SA-10.
4, SA-10, defending.
Bulldog
3, dropping altitude, getting low.
Inferno 1-1, Magnum SA-10. Defending SA-10.
Fucking shit. Bulldog 1-1 engaging SA-10, running in now. 3, if you're able, I need your cover.
3, defeated SA-10, re-engaging.
2, defending SA-10.
1, Mud Spike, SA-10.
Fuck is with my... Where are you?
3, ready.
Roger, I'm running in on the SA-10. One mud SA-10. Bulldog 1-1 defending SA-10. Oh shit.
3, defending SA-10.
Altitude. Altitude.
2, if you have harms, use them.
3, count me.
Flash.
Inferno 1-1, Magnum SA-10.
Lead, this is 2 on Winchester. Bulldog 1 status.
1-1 defending SA-10.
Bulldog 1, we possibly have 1 splash. Weasel 2 check.
Bulldog 1-1 defended SA-10. Confirm that splash on the SA-10.
No, possible friendly down, slash smoke in the air.
Roger. Bulldog flight check.
2's up.
3's up.
Inferno 1, Winchester.
Four.
Wizard 1, check using this frag.
I think SA-10 splashed.
Lead, this is 2, I don't see 4 on the data link.
Weasel 1 with your contact bullseye 26546, Angels 20. Proceed to push
Roger.
the endpoint pebble.
Wizard, Bulldog 1. Looks like we lost Bulldog 1-4.
Damn.
Mud SA-6.
Is anyone tally on the 10?
Bones 1, Wizard. Go for Bones 1. Bones 1.
2, no
3,
strike.
tally SA-6.
105, 28, 20,000, and hot hospital 29.
I need you guys to get eyes on the SA-10 if you're able to confirm that it's down.
Bones 1-1, committing. Bulldog
2
1,
copy.
Wizard.
One will be going for the SA-6, will be overflying it.
Bulldog 1-1.
Bulldog 1-1.
Bulldog 1-1.
3, bingo fuel.
157, 6 miles, 19,000, flanking right, hospital 29.
Male.
Stand by. Bones 1-1, Fox 3, MiG-29, 19 miles, cranking right.
This is 3. Do you have the status of that SA-10?
Negative visual on the SA-10.
Lead 3, captured SA2 PGM2. Request permission to fire.
Missile 5 seconds.
Confirm SA2.
SA6, SA6.
1 is tally, engaging now.
Yep.
Bulldog 1-1 pickle, SA6. Negative, I'm pickle. 40 seconds.
Group bullseye 199.17.
3, roger.
Bones 1, splash 1.
3 say weapon state.
1 Magnum, 2 MRAMs, 2 Sidewinders.
Wizard, Bulldog 1, Megalodon, Megalodon, Megalodon. Confirm.
Three Mudspike SA6.
One Shack SA6. Wizard, Bulldog 1, confirm you copied my last.
3, good, confirm, good kill.
Yeah, okay. Whew, guys, I am bingo, 1 is bingo, stay state.
2 state 5.6.
3 state 2, 5.
Bingo. Bingo.
Wizard Bones 1, 1, request bullseye.
3 say, weapon state again.
Defend, break, defending SA-10. Bones 111, Wizard, mouth check for bullseye 257, 58, Angels 1.
Fuck. Confirm SA-10.
Roger, we'll stay north.
Unknown. I don't see SA-10.
Flight flow northwest, flow towards the CP.
102 for 2 miles, altitude 02.
Come on, SA-10.
Just flow towards 0.6.
Weasel 2 launched SA-10 defend.
3.
Fuck.
Mudspike SA-10.
Weasel flight, Bulldog 1, can you engage SA-10?
Wizard 1 defending SA-10.
Sorry, 3, I did not copy your harm state again, sorry, say again.
What, my weapon state?
Affirm.
1 times harm, 2 times AMRAM, 2 times Sidewinder. Bingo fuel.
Roger. Flowing to CP. 2, I want you to stay on station and weasel the SA-10 if able. Weasel 1, Bulldog 1.
Go for Wizard.
Bulldog 1-2 will attempt to weasel the SA-10. Are you able to engage?
Wizard is currently defending SA-10. We'll be back in hot after a minute.
Roger, coordinate with Bulldog 1-2 on uniform. Bulldog 1-1 and 1-3 are bingo. 1-3, we are proceeding to tanker. Inferno 1, Bulldog 1.
Go for Inferno 1.
What's your harm state?
Winchester.
Roger, are you able to weasel the 10?
I'm about 200 pounds from bingo.
Roger, I suggest you proceed to refuel and then come back in for
3
weasel.
Spike SA-10, east.
Inferno 1.
Bones 1 flight is racetrack and now to the south 180.
Bulldog, this is Wizzo. We're pushing hot towards the SA-10.
Roger. 2, make sure you're weaseling. 2, confirm.
And lead, this is 2. I'm back online. I was shot down by that SA-10.
Ah, Roger. Okay. Yo. Bulldog 1-2 is down. SA-10.
Wizard Inferno 1, request push shell.
Here's push out.
No one pushing shell. Report back.
Bulldog 1, request push Texaco.
Mud Spike, SA-10, east.
Bulldog 1, push Texaco, heading to A8, 30 miles.
Pushing, see ya. Okay, 3, push Uniform 3.
3.
Okay, come and let's grab some fuel. See if we can weasel the 10 or something like that. I thought we took it out, but I guess it was just shut down.
Texaco, 1-1. Request rejoin. Texaco, 1-1. Proceed to pre-contact at 20,000 at 290.
Bulldog 2.
Bulldog 1 on this station. Three with me.
3.
Okay, how are you doing?
Fuel state 1-5, and I'm at altitude with you.
On guard, flashing steps.
Roger, you'll go in first.
Altitude.
3.
Altitude.
Okay, I'm saddled with the tanker, you go in.
Roger. Oh shoot, he's turning.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's on a tight orbit.
What channel is the tanker on?
Uniform 3.
Okay, I'm there, thank you.
Hold on, maybe I have to abort.
Abort rejoin. Texaco, 1-1. Request rejoin. Texaco, 1-1. Proceed to pre-contact.
Good job.
Ah, shoot.
Nice and easy, you're good.
Oh my gosh. I swear that was turbulence.
That's alright. Nice and easy.
Come on now. Lead, how's your field state?
I'm good, don't worry about me.
Okay. Let's spike.
Don't worry about it.
Dark Star 1-1. Request bogey dope. Transfer complete.
Awesome, great job.
Thank you.
Texaco 1-1. Request rejoin. Texaco 1-1. Proceed to pre-contact at 20,000 at 290.
It feels like he just sped up.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention there for a second. Yep, I'll kick out.
Ready, pre-contact. Cleared contact.
I'm back airborne. I'm about 1 mile trail from you.
This looks so cool.
Roger.
Return pre-contact. Contact. You're taking fuel. Return pre-contact. Contact. You're taking fuel.
Spike, make 29.
2, check that. Or 3.
3, going after it.
Just give me bra.
Stand by.
Return pre-contact.
Okay, contact make 29, bearing, bearing 128 for 80 miles. 9,000, hot.
Okay, keep them on radar. Keep me updated.
Roger.
Okay. Kind of multitasking here.
Okay, we got a 2-group azimuth. First group is to the north, track south, track east, 2,000 feet, and east group, or correction, south group is 10,000 feet. Track north.
To confirm.
Contact.
Single group east, track north, 12,000 feet.
Transfer complete. Disconnect.
Miles, 20,000, track north.
Two, I'm seeing same.
Okay, let's push uniform. It's 4.
Two.
3.
Inferno 1, splash 1.
Okay, just follow me back in.
Inferno 1, Wizard, good splash. A group bullseye 216, 25. Sorry that you had to do that. Proceed as rep.
Inferno 1, flowing northwest.
Contact
Wizard,
Bulldog
Bulldog
212,
1,
21
3
miles,
ship
1,000 feet.
F-16s, coming back in from CP.
Bulldog 1, Wizard, proceed to ingress via checkpoint Pebble.
Wilco, what's the situation?
Unsure about the ground situation, but no air threat.
Okay, 2, I want you air to air. 1 and 3 will do air to ground scan with CAD.
Clear to proceed. Sorry, it's not two-way transferable. My fault.
3.
Say again for Wizard 1.
Here's 1, Wizard. Clear to proceed with your mission. Sorry that you guys caught up in that for a while. My fault.
Copy, yeah, no worries. Can you say again what's our tasking?
I believe you guys are still doing seed.
Copy. Are we protecting the strike package?
N15, buddy spike.
Weasel 1, Bulldog 1, what's your state?
Bulldog 1, Weasel 1, low state 5.3.
Roger, say weapons.
Weapons 4 times harms.
I suggest Weasel 1 go refuel. 2, what's your state? Weapon state.
Weasel 1 copies.
2, I got 2 times AGM 88C, 2 times AIM 120, and 2 times AIM 9 Mike.
Roger. Bullock 1 is in station with 3 by
3,
harms and
rejoin.
2 by J dams. We'll take over from here. We'll protect the strikers. What's the status on the SA-10?
SA-10, last known status was out of ammo and inactive.
Well, Roger.
Wizard Inferno 1, state 102, 9.8, just going to stay on station. Currently Winchester air to ground. Arizona as well.
Wizard, Bones 1-3, request picture.
Bones 1-3, Wizard picture.
Bones 1-3, request picture.
Bones 1-3.
Lead. We got a contact. Bullseye 18047 20,000. Track north.
1. Cap should
Bones 1, Wizard, pop up
take
through
him.
Brock,
Keep eye on him.
2, 30, 20,000. Hot hostile flanker.
Okay, keep an eye on him. 3, I want you with me. We'll see if we can take out that SA-10 finally.
Bombs 1-2, roger. Could I get
3, roger
heading
that.
to that guy again?
2 confirming.
2, maintain high cover. Make sure we're safe.
Bones 1-2, commit.
Affirm, I got you.
Pop-up group. Bones 1-1, 1-2, target. Signal.
1 is tally SA-10.
3, I got PGM 3 on that SA-10.
Roger.
Bones 1-2, Fox 3, signal.
3, PGM 2 in range SA-10.
Roger, hold fire.
Holding.
Wizard Inferno 1, monitor single.
Data linking SA-10 position.
30,000. Correction, 20,000.
Stand by.
Wizard 1, requesting changing frequency to taxi crew.
Looks like it is out of ammunition. I will be going for the track radar with JDAMs. 3, you are cover. Clear to engage with harms and self-defense. So if we get tracked, engage. 2, you're on high cover.
3.
2.
Bones 1, Wizard, flash group, bullseye 20140. Picture plane.
Bullock 1 is captured. SA-10 engaging.
Spike, MiG-23, south.
Bombs
2,
1-2,
Captain.
Fox 3, MiG-23. 1 is merged. Sorry, 3 is merged.
That's the clamshell.
Wizard, this is Rocket 1-2. I am helping sweep.
Right.
Last color, say again.
A flight, I'm getting confirmed
Bones 1-2,
ISS
splash
booking,
one.
but confirmed that hostile at Angels 3, bearing 180 for 20.
Rocket 1, radar contact, bullseye 24730, Angels 33, proceed to...
Looks like they're merged. Stand by.
There you go.
Roger, proceeding to orbits. Rocket 1.
Bones 1, Wizard.
Check our bearings cold. I'm gonna keep providing cover left. I'll keep an eye on them.
Steps to each other. Tin shield, tin shield, tin shield, tin shield, SA-5. Search radar. Bullock 1 is tally on SA-10 site. Looks like flap lid radar has been destroyed. Going in for launchers.
Sorry about that one, I overshot you.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about that. Okay, I'll be going in for the SA-10 launchers with 2 by JDAMs.
3. One, 3, be advised, active man pad at mark point.
Roger. Dirt 8, 10 o'clock. No factor this time. I'm unsure if this tracking radar is turned off or destroyed. Would it be standing if it's destroyed?
Wizard declare, Wizard in front of 1, declare single target.
Yeah, I'm engaging track radar.
Angels 1.
3.
Repeat that.
Pickle
bullseye.
1.
Bullseye 1604. Just southeast bullseye.
Pickle 2 launchers.
That just looks like a helicopter. He's been doing. He's just kind of chilling. You know, he's not really doing
Egressing left. Bulldog 1, Pickle 2, SA-10, track radar and launchers. Wizard, what's status on the main mission?
Say again, Bulldog.
What's the status on the main objective?
Darkstar 1-1. Request bogey dope.
Rocket 1 Wizard.
Has your bomb hit yet?
20 seconds.
3.
Direct hit on the track radar, but it seems to have been disabled earlier. And direct hit on the launchers. Actually, disregard. No, the radar just blew up. Yeah, it's Shack 1, flap lid, and...
Phones 1, 2, splash MA8.
1, 2,
Don't
3,
worry about
4,
it.
5 SA-10 launchers. Bulldog 1-1, Shack 1 flap lid radar, and 5 SA-10 launchers, plus some C2 elements of the SA-10 site. Okay, let's flow back to the AO. Looks like the SA-10 ran out of missiles.
One, 3, got a truck and a man pad. Request permission for a 6 strafing run.
Drake gets in the AO. The main objective will take care of by Dragon.
How about no?
Darn it. Okay.
Good effort, though. You're the only one in the flight of the new guys who hasn't died yet, so please
Go ahead.
don't.
Go ahead, for bones. Okay.
When you land, you'll be able to say that you're the only one who survived.
Pop-up group brought.
And you
72.
confirmed my trust in you as the element lead.
Bones 1 uncommitted. Single group flanker. 3 lasing 1-3. 1316 laser code.
Why are you lasing?
Oh, I thought you asked for a laser. Sorry.
Bones 1-2.
No. Disregard.
Go for Bones 1, 2.
Go ahead. My apologies.
Bones 1-2 Wizard, rejoin the Bones 1-3 heading.
Hey, Lead 2, I got a single ship at Angels 27, Bulls 094 for 17, hot hostile.
094 for 17.
Bones 1-1. Bones 1-2 with
Roger.
1-3 heading 110.
Heading
3, rejoin.
A for 1-0.
Roger.
17-013.
If only I had a J-Down.
Weather Bones 1-3 is targeted single.
Say again, Bullseye.
40 some miles. 40,000. Type link.
Bulls 100 for 23.
Toronto 1-1 monitoring.
Correction. Bulls 106 for 70.
Oh, okay, Roger. Yeah, I see him.
Bones 1.
I was like, wait, that's fucking close.
Yeah, that's right. That was right on top of me.
Yeah. Okay, looks like we've dealt with the SA threats here. I'm getting... no, actually, that's a... Yeah. Looks like picture is clear, at least the ground picture.
Yeah, Lead 2, ban is turning cold. I'm turning back in for rejoin.
Yep, flight rejoin. Wizard, Bulldog 1, what's the status on the strikers?
Bulldog 1, Dragon 1 A-10s just dropped bombs right now on the fact.
Roger, we're staying on station to provide seed. Just let us know how long would it take, roughly.
Bones 1-3 single group. Correct. Bones 1-3 spot 3 single group. Wizard, this is Bones 1-3. Bones 1-3
Three,
made
saddle.
a request permission to RTV.
Roger. Turning left, heading 210. The strikes are currently in progress, so we're gonna hold on station for a bit and to cover them for pop-up threats, and then we're gonna RTB.
3.
Bulldog 1 Wizard, you're clear to RTB if you wish. Dragon's 1 has got.
Confirm Bulldog 1 is to RTB.
You wish. I don't think you're needed in the AO anymore. It looks like all SAM threats are done.
Copy, but we'll just stay here just in case for any pop-up threats.
1, 3. You get any sweet screenshots?
Bulldog Wizard, I'm tracking.
Kind of busy, and we don't have F2, unfortunately.
You have that 5.
Off your left, heading 100, 2 radars.
00. Sec 100. Copy. Those are the radars are no factor this time. We'll hold. We'll save our harms.
Wizard.
We might not have F2, but we got F5.
Yeah, I just wish I had the livery. For some reason, it wouldn't allow me to select the livery.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Okay, turning left. Two, where are you? I see on data link.
Lead 2, I'm at your 9 o'clock, Angels 23, about 20 miles.
Inferno 1, Wizard, are you good with
Roger
bullseye?
2, do you see the SA-8
Inferno 1.
on HAD?
Stand by.
Inferno 1, Wizard, are you good with bullseye?
Inferno 1, affirmative.
Nails 31. Bulldog 1, Nails 31. Singleton. Bullseye 163 for 57. 31,000 hot. At least one, maybe two.
Brother. Inferno 1, Magic pop-up group, Bullseye 169 or 55. 39,000, track north, hostile 2 ship MiG-31.
MiG-31.
Inferno 1, roger. Inferno 1 contacts,
Lead 2, no
single
join
group,
the
looks like
SA-8.
2 ship, Bullseye 166.
Roger, I see it on RWR, but not HAD.
32,000.
Okay, flow north.
Them's your guys.
Be advised, Inferno 1, state 102, 7.1.
We might have to take these MiGs.
Do I need to help?
Two, just may stay in the AO and patrol for threats. 1 and 3 will take the MiGs if necessary.
2.
Okay, easing right. And they're dropping altitude.
3.
Rocket 1, you can fly that heading, it looks like
Okay,
it's pretty on top.
going back to orbit.
Roger. So does that mean you don't need me? Can I fly back to base?
Alright, 1-3, I got SA-8 at steer point 3.
2, sniper SC-8.
Lead 2, what's the location?
Was it 2 or 3 who had eyes on SA-8?
Yeah, station rocket. Sorry.
3 has eyes on SA-8 PGM-2, steer point 3.
Inferno 1, can you confirm glowing coal tech single group, Bullseye 153 for 58?
Affirm, track east, flanking left from you.
Roger. Lead has PGM-3, same. 2 sensors on steer point 3 and look for the SA-8.
So Wizard, go ahead.
10.
Spike, mud spike, SA-10.
Rocket 1,
south.
group, broad.
Okay, disregard last.
229, 47, 30,000 to hostile.
Okay, we're engaging the 10.
2, go in defensive. Roger.
Mud
Fox 3, Bullseye 146, 57, Angels 35.
Mud 10. Bulldog 1, Mud 10 engaging. 2, engage sniper SA-10. Or slapshot SA-10.
2 or 3.
2.
Inferno 1, Pitbull, pumping
2,
west.
stand by, unable, go in defensive.
Roger, 3. Go.
Inferno 1, Wizard slash group.
3
Bullseye
engaging SA-10.
14752. Recommit group Bullseye 15661.
What the fuck is it? We lost it now.
Inferno 1's Winchester Fox 3 is currently state 0026.7.
Go.
Rocket 1-1, 2 ship MiG-29, Bullseye 222 for 66.
Does anyone have it on the HAD?
Yep, captured SA-10 PGM-5.
Am I allowed to engage?
Okay, let's see if we can get a better solution. On Winchester, I'm gonna weasel it. Stay behind me.
Bulldog 1, Wizard.
Bulldog 1.
You guys got any 120s?
A firm, we've got 6 by.
Nice. Bulldog 1.
3, fuel
We're
state,
gonna
4,
put you
2.
as active area, fly heading 1, 1, 0.
This is Bulldog 1. We had a Mud 10. We're currently looking for that. We're fairly low fuel, so would like to maintain that for self-defense. Or if the bandits get closer to us.
Sure.
Three, I'm not getting a solution on that SA-10.
Copy. Three, turn back around.
3, disengaging.
Rocket 1 Wizard, engage defensive.
Roger, engaging defensive.
Mud 10.
Wizard Inferno 1
Looks like
and
it's in.
request RTB. Angels 41.
What? One defending, one defending.
Okay, 3, I got a band, okay, SA-10 fired at me, going defensive.
2, slap shot, Magnum SA-10.
One defending.
Rocket 1 requesting RTB.
Yep, 3 defending.
From Fox 3, only have Fox 2.
Confirm Magnum.
Rocket 1. Wizard cleared RTB.
Confirm 1 times, Magnum away.
Roger, I'll try and keep it on him.
Rocket 1-1 and
3,
correct?
state, 3-5.
A from 3-1. Oh, you used true heading
3, SA-10 defeated.
Heading 3-1.
3-1 Roger. Also, Rocket
One still defensive.
Yeah, so I had you turn defensive.
Okay, 3, got contact, bullseye, 224, 49, 2000.
On the flanker that you shot at?
Hot.
Say now, who's this?
SA-10 going defensive.
If you had a good splash on the one that I went to the line. Bulldog 1-3.
3 engage bandit, Angels 4.
So MiG 29, permission to engage.
3 engage, 3 engage, Angels 4.
3, mud spike, SA-10.
2 continue engaging SA-10.
2, A firm, Magnum, Weasel 2, check. SA-10 times 1.
3, bingo fuel. Bulldog 1-2, Fox 3. MiG 29, bullseye, 22841.
Kill that fucker, Bulldog. Stand by, Weasel.
Bulldog 1-3, splash MiG 29.
Good splash. Group Bullseye 2, 3644.
Lead 2, I got smoke in the air.
Weasel 1, Wizard.
Weasel 1, Bulldog 1-3 status.
Weasel 1, Wizard. Do you have any cap? Or any 1?
3 up.
1 up, behind you 3.
Do you have any AMRAMs?
A firm, 6 AMRAMs. Copy, I see black smoke, someone got hit.
1, 2, 3.
I think it was enemy.
3 still up.
Okay, 3 you're bingo, correct?
3, state, 2-7, bingo fuel.
Roger, 2 state.
2, state 4.6.
Weapon state.
Wizard Inferno 1, request Angels 4-7.
Winchester unharmed, on board 2 times A120 Charlie, 2 times A9 Nike.
Okay, Weasel is on station, we are RTB. We are RTB, rejoin.
Taking Angels 47, Inferno.
Never got to shoot my second harm.
Wizard, Bulldog 1 is RTB. Break. Weasel 1, Bulldog 1, we've been engaged by an SA-10 south of the AO. We fired off a couple of harms, effects unknown.
Bulldog 1, Wizard 1, copy that. Yeah, we're getting mud spike from the same SA-10. It's currently bearing 190 from us. Wizard, advise on the next action.
We were unable to locate it. Okay, Weasel 1 is on them. Don't worry about that. Just rejoin. Let's flow out.
Weasel 1 Wizard.
3.
Go for Weasel. Weasel 1 Wizard. If able, commit group bra 121 29 38,000. Hot off the flanker. Seagull.
Weasel 1 copies.
Lead 3. Say altitude.
230 and climbing.
3. I lost you on data link. I don't see you.
Peter 1, 3, Fox 3, Big 31. Big 25, Big 31.
Weasel 2 defending, Big 31.
Spike, Big 31. East.
Smoke in the air.
No factor. Okay, let's establish flight level 280. Wizard, Bulldog 1 at CP, request frequency change to Goblet.
Step down. Peter 1, please defend successfully.
Bulldog 1 RTB, request push Goblet.
3. Visual.
Foxhound active. Bullseye 194 17 8,000.
3. State 2-1.
Roger. Bulldog 1 RTB, request push Goblet.
Bulldog 1 Wizard, push 261.5 for Goblet. Good day, thank you.
Bulldog 1, yep. Okay, push uniform 2.
2. 3.
Bulldog 1, check. Bulldog 1, check, uniform 2. Guys, check in on uniform 1, on uniform 2, let's go.
Yep, I'm on.
2. Two, you with us?
I have visual on 2, but I don't hear him.
Same.
Bulldog 1. Goblet.
Goblet, Bulldog 1 is a 3-ship F-16s, RTB.
Copy, I was waiting for you guys to do your little radio check. Are you guys all on frequency?
Stand by, working on something.
Yep.
Lead 2, did we do a check-in on UHF? I didn't hear anything.
Okay, we'll do it again. Bulldog 1, check. It's in uniform 2, you're not hearing that?
Negative, just to confirm preset 2. I have 264.00.
Negative 261.50.
Darkstar 1-1. Request bogey dope.
Confirming UHF 2, 261.50.
A-firm.
Roger, okay, I'm good to go.
Bulldog 1 check.
2.
3.
There we go. Goblet, Bulldog 1 is RTB, currently 40 miles from Incirlik at flight level 285.
State 18.
Roger, we're almost home. Gonna throttle down.
Bulldog 1, contact, continuous frag.
Bulldog 1.
Bingo. Bingo.
Saddled.
Visual.
Three, one, interrogative. Ready to fence out?
A-firm, fence out.
3.
Two's fenced out, fuel state 3.0.
3's fenced 3.0.
And 2 saddled left.
Sorry about that.
Goblet, Bulldog 1 is 25 miles southeast of Incirlik. Request push to tower. Go ahead and form echelon right.
Bulldog 1 for exchange is approved. Go ahead, push 3 to and contact tower. See ya.
2.
Contacting tower. Bulldog 1, yep. Push uniform 1.
2, 3. Go ahead and squeeze in between us.
AUX. Could you give me... Roger, squeezing in. Bulls 1.
Rocket 1-1, it's going to be a left turn heading 253, airfield will
Okay,
be
confirm
off
you're on
12
uniform
o'clock
1. That is 36015.
Stand by.
Let's start descending. And throttling down. Bulldog 1 check.
2.
3.
Incirlik Tower, Bulldog 1 is 15 miles southeast, flight level 270 and descending. Request full stop.
Bulldog 1, radar contact, you got traffic off of your 12 o'clock, 15 miles, 2-ship F-15C, advising traffic's inside.
Say again the direction distance.
Disregard, Bulldog 1, airfield off of your 12 o'clock, 10 miles, advising airfield inside.
Airfield in sight.
Bulldog 1, clear for the left overhead runway 05.
Cleared for a left overhead runway 05. Bulldog 1. Okay, follow me.
Charlie Tower Inferno 1, currently 10 miles to the southwest, 5,000 inbound land.
Inferno 1-1, radar contact, stand by. Inferno 1-1, traffic up with your 2 o'clock for 11 miles, advising traffic's inside.
Okay, we'll do a, so we're currently right echelon, we'll do a left brake. I'll go first.
Inferno 1, negative contact, say altitude.
7-second intervals.
2.
Inferno 1-1, go ahead and follow them in. They're entering the left overhead. You're cleared to the left overhead behind them for runway 05. Maintain visual separation.
Alright, Inferno 1 will make right 360s until I get them in sight.
They'll be at 15,000 feet.
Yep, that's why I didn't see Inferno 1 looking. Inferno 1 visual. Sorry, Inferno 1 traffic in sight.
Dark Star 1-1. Request bogey dope.
Tower rocket 1-1, runway tight.
Okay, gonna be turning right for the overhead now.
2. 3.
Bones 1, welcome back. Left to enable and then taxi to park.
Left to enable, taxi to parking.
I hope I'm being smooth enough for you guys.
You're doing great.
Yeah, copy that.
Okay, we're aiming for 1,500 feet at 350 knots.
Rocket 1-1, traffic off of your 11 o'clock, 17 miles, FA-18, advise traffic's in sight.
This is Rocket 1. Did you say 70 miles?
Yeah, that's going to be 17 miles, off of your 11 o'clock, it's going to be 3,000, single FA-18.
Tower Bullock 1, 4 mile initial. Okay, we're aiming for a reciprocal of 230.
Roger, 2 copy.
3.
1 is breaking in 3, 2, 1. See ya.
Two's in the break.
Tower Inferno 1, 5 mile, initial runway 5.
3 in the break.
Bulldog 1, extend your downwind, I'll call your base.
Bullock 1. Okay, looks like we're extending. Just follow me in about 300 knots. Okay, 1 gear down.
Bulldog 1, basic discretion, wind 021 at 1, runway 05, clear to land.
Bullock 1, clear to land runway 05, base gear stop.
Inferno 1 in the break.
Bulldog 1, nice one.
Second.
On traffic off of your 7 o'clock, about 5 or so miles, 1,000 single Hornet, advise traffic in sight.
Traffic in central, 1.
Second for Bullock 1.
Bulldog 1, disregard. Rocket 1-1, I'm going to go ahead and put you in a straight-in approach behind Inferno 1-1, single Hornet. Just continue your current heading, I'll call base for you.
3 on base.
Roger, maintaining your pivot. 2's on final.
Bullock 1-1, short final. Feel free to use uniform for those calls.
Rocket 1-1, base when able, and then runway 05 clear to land, winds are 021 at 1.
Roger. Entry base now. 1, entering downwind.
3, on final. Inferno 1-1, traffic off your 12 o'clock F-16 at 500 feet. Runway 05, clear to land, wind 0211.
Inferno 1, traffic inside, clear to land, runway 5.
Bulldog 1, welcome back. Left enable and taxi Golf Alpha to parking.
Left enable Golf Alpha parking, Bulldog 1.
Dark Star 1-1. Request bogey dope.
Okay, just follow me in, boys.
On the deck.
3 wheels down.
One's gonna stop here. Waiting for 3.
2. 3.
Rocket 1-1, clear surrender, come at runway 05.
3 is green. Inferno 1-1, welcome back. Traffic on short final left enable taxi Golf. Correction, taxi Foxtrot to parking.
Left enable Fox to parking out, Inferno 1.
And that correction, that's going to be right enable, not left enable, sorry.
Alright, right turn to enable Fox to parking, Inferno 1.
Bulldog 1, clear of active. Okay, this mission was spicy. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, good job for surviving.
Thank you.
So where did we spawn? A bit further down, I think. It doesn't matter.
My landing was a little rough because I was heavy on one side.
Yeah, that's normal. Okay, let's turn off here, right on the pad.
Roger 1-1, welcome back. Right when able, then taxi Foxtrot to parking.
Roger, right enable.
And just park somewhere here.
I see, you're going over there.
3 air brakes.
3. Thank you.
Okay, awesome, good job guys. So shut down and I'll see you in Discord.
2.
Bulldog 1 shutting down, so yeah. Oh, hello. What am I doing here?
Alright, we're back.
Oh, hey. Well, I'm both in...
All right.
From, okay.
All right.
Hello.
Do we go into the briefing room?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Just gonna DM all the flight leads. Okay. We got a few people here. I just want to make sure we have everybody we need. I think we're missing Bulldog 2 flight.
Crawford, I got a couple pictures of you guys, by the way.
Thank you. I'm gonna invite everybody to speak.
For some reason,
chaos.
it wouldn't allow me to select deliveries.
That's weird.
Yeah, so
Hello.
I was fine with the default livery, which sucks dick, but...
That's okay. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
It still looks good though.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of the Gambler's livery, but
That's not Gamblers.
it's okay.
It's
The
Bulldogs.
the base one is the Gambler.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I actually
No,
found
the
the
Bulldog.
exact-
No, I like the Bulldogs ones. The Bulldog ones are good. I like those.
Yeah, well, I found the exact skin we needed. It was the same name as our squadron was meant to be.
Huh.
Here, hold on. I'm gonna get a scream at somebody to join the debrief.
I just don't know what the hell
Okay.
the skin was because there was no F2, but it was the correct one. Dispatch.
Whenever I saw the Vipers taken up, but did I not have the liveries? But I guess it wasn't the case because I saw some liveries flying some of Vipers flying the default liveries, and I thought, oh shit, I didn't.
I died to a mysterious object that was in air.
Yeah, it's called a missile. So
Was it a missile? I don't know.
Am I?
I don't know what it
Are you
was.
able to hear me right now? Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna get the TAC view up. Unless we have. I fired 2 whole missiles that whole mission. That's good.
I dropped
I mean,
6
assuming
bombs.
that's better
None
than
of them
some
hit.
people. Better than some people. That's okay. I'm
That
still
crash
happy.
did not know what hit it.
Phoenix, you got
Oh, wait.
hits. You killed
I
a
got
CSU.
hits?
Yeah, with a Mark 83.
The fuck?
All right, everybody's invited to speak, by the way, so you guys can come up. You just don't talk over me when I'm doing the brief. If that makes sense. Let me see if I can actually, because I don't know if the client tag that I have has access to everything. But we'll
I'm
find
gonna
out.
talk over him.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick
do
you
it.
out. Oh, I can't see everything. Great news. Okay, perfect. Just because I was in Game Master slot. All right, are we able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Affirm. Okay, we're gonna let flight leads do their little individual debriefs here. So let's start with like the guys who went first. So that would be Seat. That would be Bulldog 1, I believe, right? You guys received first?
Yeah.
Or, like, pretty much first to push.
Yep.
Okay.
Can you share your screen, not the application? Because right now we're just looking at the scroll thingy.
Well, not after I finish the. But yeah, I can share the whole screen. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's just comfortable if you share your screen because otherwise
Can
that
you see
will keep zooming in and out.
It's visible.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay. Then we have, where's Bulldog 1? I had it a second ago. Bulldog 1, okay, here we go. So, timing-wise, how did things start out here? Like, did you guys take off on time? I
Yeah.
didn't actually notice.
Yeah, I think we were maybe a bit early even. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, we were definitely on time. We were green 10 minutes before takeoff. That's when I requested taxi.
Which is fair, that's good. And you guys got formed up pretty quick, which is good. You got a echelon, or not echelon, you got a fingertip.
Yeah, finger right. Here, 2 had some real life stuff, so he split off, so that was normal.
Okay, I was confused as to what was going on.
Yeah, okay, hold on a second. But that fingertip right isn't good though, because 2 was on my right wing, 3 was on my left.
I mean, hey, you could. It's fine. It doesn't matter. We'll discuss that later.
Okay,
but,
okay. Just for the guys, so you know that, like.
Just like general happenings of the.
Yeah.
The story here.
So
walk us through the comms and the flow and whatever.
So here we're doing a nice little racetrack. So stop here. So the plan was.
That is quaint.
Yeah. So the plan was for us to attack at the same time as Bulldog 2. We suppress the SA2s with harms, and then Bulldog 2 comes in and destroys the SA2s. I'm not exactly sure how that went, because I didn't get a lot of feedback from Bulldog 2 on what's going on there. And I know that once we pushed, they got launched on and they were defensive. And I know, I think I destroyed the northern SA2 with my JDAM. I'm not sure what happened to the southern one. So I'm curious to see, because I didn't actually have very, very good SA, so I can tell you. But here we were briefing, like I was having 2 shooting at northern SA2, 3 at the southern SA2, and I had 4 engaging the SA-10 at the same time.
So I think the issue with the Bulldog 2 comms was that he was -1 and didn't have a 2 pilot because he disconnected.
Okay.
So I think he was just trying to figure out, like, because he was without a wingman, so he was sort of one man circus here trying to fucking make things happen, and that's a lot harder to do and do comms at the same time.
Roger.
So,
yep, of course.
And then so you got harms out, and this pissed me so off as the GM, because I was like doing taxi 2 stuff, and then I tab over, and there's an AGM 88 coming at my SA6, and I'm trying to turn it off frantically, but I didn't get to it in time. So I was hoping that this SA6 would get a little bit more action.
Oh yeah,
that. Red 4?
No, I was doing GM, so I was essentially in control of the Red 4 SAMs.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so
I was doing taxi 2, so I was the air traffic control, taxi 2, and
that's cool.
I was also doing GM. But the thing about taxi 2 is I can't really do so much at once. So at a certain point, I sent a wizard over to taxi 2. I honestly would have liked to have more controllers than I did, because it was like kind of. We were doing a lot, too much going on at once, but it's okay. We made it work in the end.
No, I know exactly what you mean. That's what I did for the first mission of ONS, and then I realized that there's no way it's going to work. So I suggest you don't do that in the future. But yeah, there was a pop-up SA6 that I forgot before our engagement, so we took out that. Whose 120 was that? 88 was that?
120, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sidearm.
Yep.
Mamba is who it was. Okay. Good job, Mamba.
Yep.
You got there. Killed the damn thing.
It was quick reactive, so that was good. Nothing to say there.
Maestro. I'm sorry, Maestro.
You're good.
Yeah. Okay, so this I actually turned off the SA2.
Dang it!
Virus at the SA2 here.
I did.
Oh, you know what? I turned it off, and then this one stayed on, and then I turned this one off as well.
Did my missile get intercepted, or did it hit?
The one that went after the SA-10 definitely got intercepted. So this was exotic.
Oh, no, that's exotics. Wait, which one's
definitely intercepted?
There was a lot of missiles.
Yours went after the SA-2.
Did it hit?
Yours went after the SA-2. This is Inferno 1-1. Let me go back. No, it didn't hit. None of the SA-2s got hit, except for by JDAMs. So they all got killed by JDAMs. Actually, no. Yeah. They both got killed by JDAMs actually. So this one got hit by. It got intercepted, and then I think this one's yours. Yeah, this was yours, Maestro. It went towards the SA-2, and it got intercepted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
But regardless, the SA-2 was off, so it wouldn't have hit anyways.
Mission complete then.
Yeah, so you guys, I mean, that's what suppression of enemy air defenses is. You're suppressing the air defenses. And that allowed Bulldog 2-1 to go in. And he was getting launched on by all sorts of shit, so he was sort of, it took a minute for him. But he got over there, sent out a GBU-38, and then that GBU-38 impacted the SA-2 here and took it out.
Okay.
And then Nomad was up in the north here.
I was outside the AO.
northeast.
Well, I realized it here, so I was outside.
No, but that's
the AO.
okay. I mean, it is what it is. You got to do it. So we went outside the AO a little bit and then took out the other SA-2. So now that's the SA-6, the SA-2, and or both SA-2s down now.
Hold
and so
on.
we had the SA-10 left.
Hold on. Go back a bit. So here, before my attack, I was being locked by the SA-2, and I was frantically on the net trying to get someone to shoot at it. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Can we go over that real quick? You called for a sniper on the SA-2, right?
Okay. And you didn't. You don't have a HTS. I totally forgot that you're in the
Yeah, exactly. So what I tried to, I was also flowing out at the time you called for it, so I pulled in as quickly as I could, and then once you called sniper, I'm like, well, I got two options here. I know there's two. There's north and south, but in a Hornet we'd have to pre-plan, so I'd have to sit there in the UFC. I'd have to capture the proper waypoint. I'd have to type in my UFC the code for the specific site, and then I mean that's the only way I could sniper really. So I just tried to grab something on TOO and just launch something quickly, which probably did not track at that point. But I feel like if we're gonna have to sniper as Hornets, we'd probably have to be already pre-briefed on a specific site, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely doable, but it probably takes 20, 30 seconds to set up.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe.
So notice how. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, kind of finish. I probably should have said slapshot there.
Well, that's what it ended up being more than anything.
Because
really.
I was being locked and I was really close in its Wes. So I was like, fuck, I need to harm that now so I can turn in.
I figured that's what was happening too, and that's why I just tried to get something off quickly so maybe it would shut off. But it did something, it did seem to shut off a few seconds later.
It did, I was tracking the radar with my targeting pod. It did turn around, it either shut down or started tracking something else. But can you please look at that harm? I'm curious when it launched.
Who, Dennis Harm?
Oh, sorry, who was talking?
Yeah, I feel like my harm was probably immaterial too, actually, to that. But,
oh, well, this is another exotic harm at the SA-10.
Yeah, can you look at Denim's harm? When was this?
Denim's harm? This is at the search radar here.
No, not that one.
It's not actually SA-3. This is.
Can you look at his weapon launches? And was it the first or the second harm you fired?
I'm thinking it's probably the second.
So here's where he gets into the AO. There's the first harm.
You in this.
The first harm was at the SA-6.
Yeah, and here.
Or actually, no, that's at the SA-2. Yeah, he fires at the SA-2.
Okay.
And then
okay, it must have been the first one because the second one actually hit. The second one hit SA-2.
Yeah, I saw that. So go back.
No, it hit at P19.
So go back. So you can see he launches the harm towards the SA, and I was here I was kind of defensive, and here I think it shut down, and then here I started to go in. Oh yeah, here I defended an SA-10, and then I went in. Yep. So that is Seed indeed working together. That's great. Awesome.
Oh yeah, I guess I see it now. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so notice that the SA-10 is doing nothing, and then all of a sudden just sends off everything, and that's because I'm turning it off, waiting for you guys to move in, and then turning it on.
Crazy.
So I'm being an evil bastard.
So the SA-10 can track multiple targets and can fire at multiple targets at the same time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Okay. And it was it was going fucking off.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Here, let me actually go forwards. We're gonna go back in a second, but you called what was it? Megalodon, and I was deviously laughing. You could ask. He was in VC with me. Who was it? It was Casper was in VC with me. I was just fucking deviously laughing the entire time because you called Zebra, you called Megalodon. Everybody pushes in, and I just turn on the S300 and just I watch hell break loose, and everybody turned cold. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. So you're all going in, and then just Boom.
Did anyone get shut down
It was
by it?
fucking
It was right about there that I was running out of fuel.
Yeah. So basically what happened is I waited for you guys. Oh, poor Mamba, dude. This is what happened. I saw Mamba way up here, and I was like deviously laughing. You had called Megalodon, which was a mistake, and then Mamba pushed up, and I just straight up turned it on, and yeah, poor Mamba here.
Yeah. So you see, I really thought it was down because it was quiet. It was asleep.
Yeah.
And I couldn't.
Yeah,
but
so just
that
because
was
it's
my
asleep
problem.
doesn't necessarily
I
mean-
did a
doesn't
mistake
necessarily mean-
of not visually confirming
Yeah.
that. But we were.
I was tasked on BDA right there, so I figure well.
But yeah, what was the reason? Because I tasked you, Mamba, with BDA, and it took you like you never managed to get
Well,
captured.
poor Mamba here, dude. He got tasked with BDA, but I think he went too close. He should have
Yeah.
gone like over here and got the tarny pod, looked at the waypoint, and climbed up. I also saw him at. I'm surprised he didn't get shot down by an igloo or something like that. Like this is fairly low right here.
He is right over there.
Yeah. So I would have gone with the targeting pod and like just looked at it from here, for instance, because I mean like look how far you are into the SA-10.
Yeah.
Roger. I might have had it wrong. I was trying to look at I think waypoint 5 was the SA-10. I was trying to find it. I just couldn't get it. Ended up
Yeah.
going too
No.
close.
Okay.
But it probably got data linked to you, right? Nomad data linked it to him.
No, I never got captured. I never saw it.
Okay, so I'm gonna be real with you, right? Waypoint 5 was like right here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's because the SAM site was supposed to have moved. See, that's why I told you guys in the brief. If I give you a waypoint, you can't assume that's the exact position, just general area. So use the HTS, save it as a mark point, and then you can go ahead and look for it.
That was my bad. I should have been more hands-on on that, but it was
Yeah.
so
I
much
mean, you had a lot to
happening.
focus on.
And we were bingo at this time, so I know Weasel 1 was coming on station, so I was like, fuck it, let's go. You know.
So the original plan was to have you guys tank before you got here.
But we tanked after, so once we were bingo, we went.
I was hoping though, because I mean, remember in the comms plan, it's that you go in, you hit the tanker, and then you rally point, right? And then you go to the checkpoint. But it just seems like everybody just decided, okay, I'm going straight to the checkpoint. And essentially, like 2 or 3 guys, like Weasel Flight, who was with you in Seed, and Denim Flight, both were at the tanker when you called Hammerhead, and they were on a different frequency. They weren't even on your frequency. And so, essentially, I went to the tanker frequencies, and I went to the people who were on, because not everybody had been pushed over yet, and I had to call them and say, hey, get off the tanker. It's time to go push. Hammerhead's been called.
Okay, so here's the problem. We did not have time to do plan. To plan.
Well, I mean, the plan was there. We had the comms ladder and everything. Like you were the idea. I think
that's not a plan. A comms ladder is not a plan. Crawfish.
Okay, well, it was made clear that I wanted you guys. It's okay. I mean, we got there in the end, right? But what the intended behavior would have been is for people to hit the tanker beforehand, and then go to the other frequency, and then when everybody's checked in, then go ahead. But I understand how that could have been confusion, and that's my fault for not having planned that or not made that clear enough that was in intention. But essentially, half of the people decided to go to the tanker, half the people decided that they were. Well, I pushed as many people as I could over to Wizard, but by that time, half of them were on the tanker, half of them were on Wizard, so I had to go to the tanker frequencies and push them back over, which is pretty chaotic. But I could see where the confusion was. But yeah. What's up, Nomad? Or not Nomad, Eclipse?
Some people are having hard time with the audio on Discord.
We need to switch VCs. Why do we need to switch VCs? Briefing room is fucked. If the briefing room is fucked, then try leaving and going to a different actual VC and then rejoining. So go to like TACOM and then go back in. You have? Okay. I guess everybody move down to TACOM then.
Let's do it.
I don't know what's going on with briefing room, but I don't know if it has anything to do with the amount of people that were on stage, but after 5 seconds, all audio just dies.
No, yeah, it's briefing room is extremely buggy. It's okay, I understand.
Hey, what I just wanted to say, Crawfish, we were on a very strict, short timeline.
We can get to comments on like planning and all that later, but we need to go through the actual
go ahead.
briefs and what actually happened.
So here
we'll get to solutions in a minute.
So just to continue, when we had 1 harm left and 3 JDAMs or 2 JDAMs, and then we went back to the tanker, and then came back on station to provide seed. In the meantime, we got information that the SA-10 was out of missiles apparently, and I managed to find it. And that's when I finished off the tracking radar and a couple of 5 launchers with my JDAMs here.
I'm kind of sad that that Casper had told you guys that the SA-10 was out of missiles, because the idea was that you guys didn't know that, but I had revealed it to him, and then he told everybody, was like, hey, I should have said that.
Yeah. I mean, I had, this is a good, because I had 3, I think, who was basically had a harm ready. As soon as, if we get locked, he would fire immediately, and then I had 2 hoes in high cover.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys went, hit the tanker, came back, and then you got into some air-to-air engagements too.
Yeah, can we see the air-to-air engagement, please?
Yeah, sure.
So here, one's and then 3 Maestros going in. Oh, remember.
So this is kind of interesting to watch here, because I thought these were tracking Mamba, but they weren't.
No. Yeah, I was defending the SA-10 here. This is a new one.
Is he gonna hit him? No. The SA-10 is impossible to hit because everything gets intercepted. Yeah, and then
good job, Maestro.
Maestro ends up going in for the kill. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
well, those are good air-to-air engagements, especially for seed.
And just take a look at the overhead right, please, and that's it.
Will do.
I have a record.
Oh yeah.
I have a third-person record of you doing that.
And then we had to extend here, and poof, pretty good, nice, awesome, good job, guys. Yeah, overall really good. I'm like, for the first mission, it was great. It was confusion. It was a lot of lack of SA, but that's good. It was fun. I really enjoyed it, despite the some of the things I mentioned. But overall, Crawfish, thank you for the effort. It was a great mission, and I'm gonna hand it off to whoever's next.
Bullock 2. So that's gonna be Alucard. Do you want to do a brief, or do you want me to do it for you? You got it? Or debrief?
I mean, you can do it for me. I guess there's really nothing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I saw you at least killed one Sam. I know that for a fact.
I'm gonna head out. Thank you, guys.
See you later. Have a good.
See you guys. Take care.
Where was?
But yeah, before we continue.
Okay, way earlier. Yeah, probably before all the takeoffs.
Before you continue that, Crawfish, like I joined the briefing room. You can see in the chat I joined the stage like 10 to like 20 times to try to speak to you, and you never heard me once.
Yeah, it's just briefing room issues. It happens. I've had a lot of issues with the briefing room in the past. All right. Where's Bulldog 2?
Frozone, no hot micing.
Back. Yeah, Frozone, you're hot mic'd. Where is Bulldog 2? Am I blind? Oh, Bulldog 2, there we go. Okay, perfect.
Those departures are actually really cool.
Yeah, it was cool to watch, especially like the 10 miles out, and then frequency change to cruise navigation, everybody turns right. I like seeing that. Nemesis had a disconnect, unfortunately. And essentially he was all by himself here. And then the word, what was it? Megalodon was called. Everybody went in. And then SA-2 launched on, and then I think this got suppressed by a harm, and eventually he was able to turn back in and launch a GBU-38 on that. And then from what I've been told, there were 5 or 6 times that he was talking about how he needed to hit the tanker, but he was never given permission to exit the AO, and so he eventually just had to do an emergency landing because he was low on fuel, which I don't blame him for. It was just, again, my fault for planning issues and lack of controllers. I should have made sure that the information was more clear. Like, for most people, they don't really know that you need to get cleared. I didn't even know you needed to get cleared out of the AO, to be honest. I didn't know that was the thing. But in the future, I'll make sure to have more planning and more controllers as well. All right, who would be next? I think Denim Flight. Is Denim 1-1 still here?
You mean Inferno?
Yeah, Inferno 1. Sorry.
Yeah.
Inferno 1-1.
I'm here.
How far back are we going? Where is Denim? Denim.
I took off right after Bulldog 1, I believe.
Okay. you're way up in the future. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, there we go, Denim. So, you could talk about your experience here. What happened?
So I was tasked with seating as a single -3 on the exceptions. So I just headed over to. So I didn't realize about the tanking either. So I just went to Pebble and held accordingly, racetrack pattern. And then I heard other aircraft saying we're supposed to tank first, and they said yeah. So I started going straight to the tankers too, like you said, right there, and then got called back immediately. So I didn't even make it to the tanker, which was kind of a good thing actually. Then I was kind of just listening for directions from Bulldog 1. That was my initial plan. But every time I'd get a pretty strong lock, if I felt I had a shot, I'd fire Magnum, just for the hell of it. The first one I think was the protection one, just for Nomad possibly. I think, or maybe it was the second one. I can't remember now. One of them did hit the tracking radar though.
That one is at the SA2 right there.
Yeah, so that might have been the one that was for him, and then the second one I think got the track
P19.
radar. Yeah, P19
The
there.
search. Yeah.
Or search radar, sorry. And then my other two were at the SA10. Just opportunity was that one. Yeah, that one just got blown to shit. I think the first one was actually I don't think I had the proper. I don't think I had it set up properly for pre-planned. I think I had the wrong code in still for the SA2. The second one, I think I finally had it in, but at that point it went dumb probably because it was turned off just after launch.
I will say I'd really like to see the fact that you lob them up like this. Viper guys take notes because look how long it stays in the air, right?
Yeah,
like they turn their radar off because of
And
how
still
long
on
it
Mach
stays in the
2
air.
right there.
Yeah, exactly. So if he turns his radar back on, then it just immediately grabs it, and then why isn't it working? Okay, it immediately grabs it, and then it basically imagine it like going pitbull for a Fox 3.
Yeah, you mentioned that in the brief too with the revetments too for the defense. So at that point, I think I was close to bingo, so I think I go for refuel now. After I hang out for a little bit, I was tasked with then weaseling if necessary, but then I grabbed fuel, just stayed on station, and this is where things get interesting because if you scroll back a little bit, this is going to be the Navy shitting on the Air Force big time because this just looks hilarious even though it's not what happened. We have 6 Air Force aircraft and 1 MiG-29. I don't know if you see this.
Yep.
To be fair, Wizard did call off Bones 1, or not Bones 1, Weasel 1. So they turned around not because they were, they were called off of this specifically, but this is pretty funny looking because it's 6 Air Force aircraft coming in on 1 meg.
This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. I'm gonna hold on.
It's not as embarrassing.
Yeah, let's see. Okay.
Let's see.
I was flaring. I'm dumping flares. Did he actually gun me? Oh, this motherfucker.
He gunned you. Okay, well, why are we merging? Why are we merging with a MiG-29?
Dude, it was the last bra call I had was 6 miles, and I was like, I got a little bit of room. I was gonna mad dog an AMRAM, but obviously I wasn't 6 miles, so that's. I flared out the 73.
The
Thank
entire
God.
point of the F-15 was, from what I know at least, would be
BBR,
like,
yeah, I know.
okay,
Way
34
far away.
miles, Fox 3. But we
no,
just
not
wait.
34, but yeah.
Yeah, and it goes into this fur ball.
It was a lack. It was a lack of SA. I had no clue. I didn't see him once. It wasn't like I knew where he was and I was in the merge. I had no clue where that guy was. I didn't see him.
It was funny watching because I was like, I called Wizard monitoring even though there was 6 aircraft there, and I was just like hanging out. And I'm hanging out and I'm watching, and I'm like, you're getting really close. Then I see the merge, and I'm like, okay, they're fur-balled. And then I was like, I even gave you like another chance to, if you go back a little bit. Oh no, I'm sorry. If you go back, all right, now if you come in slowly here, I'm giving him a chance because I saw he's on his 6, so I'm like, he's definitely going to turn on to him at some point. But he never. I don't know if it was Echo. Was it Echo? Yeah, it was Echo. Echo's right there, and I'm like, okay, he's on his 6. I'm like, he's gonna turn, right? Because at this point the MiG's still flanking me, and then once I see the MiG turn and I see Echo kind of still flow that direction, I'm like, well, shit, now it's on. So I called him locked because I had a single target track the entire time on it, just in case, because I mean the SA was there and we had 6 aircraft and there was no other threat, but I just think it's funny that the Navy came in to save 6. The way it's going to be written in the way it's going to be written in the history books is that 6 Air Force aircraft couldn't take care of the MiG, and the Navy single ship came in.
Hey, I took care of the
first F-15 ever shot down.
That's 141 doctrine now. I'm sorry.
Denim, I just wanna say something. You may have done that, but the U.S. guys got the golden hook.
That's true.
One of my guys had that.
But I heard that guy's actually. I heard that guy used to fly the 18, so he's actually really cross-trained. He's.
Yes, that's details. Shush.
Wait, go to my first skill. My first skill. Then my
we'll
first
go over you separately.
Okay.
We'll go over you separately. All right, dude. Denim's popping off. I'm telling you. He kills a fucking MiG-31.
Oh yeah, this one. Then I got. I was state 102 there. So
okay,
that was my last Fox 3. So
this guy was devious.
Well,
right here.
Yeah. So I pumped, and then I told Wizard I'm basically with Remington because I'm out of I'll have a self-defense. And so I was like, all right, I'm flowing out of there. And then I noticed, I didn't notice this at the time, but I guess later he came in and just started firing shit off.
So this is a worrying sight for an ABM right here. Okay, this should be like, okay, we need guys here immediately. So there's a MiG-31 steaming in at 36,000 feet at Mach 1.2. Finally, Weasel 1 comes in. And this was really funny to watch. Just fucking Twiz mode. 4 R-33s out at once. Damn. And you can see Weasel flight panic here because it's a Mach 1.2, 37,000 feet shot. I really would have liked to see this MiG-31 stay hot the entire time, but couldn't have happened.
Can we go scroll back a little bit through that? I want to see how close were they formation flying when they were going in hot for that bandit.
Well, they were with the tanker.
I mean, yeah, they're very off. I'd say hot plug is directly behind Slammer. That's not advisable spacing.
Yeah, they killed the MiG-31 anyway, so it doesn't really matter. All right. So Denim, is that about all for you?
Yeah. Then I just at that point I think yep. RTB.
Okay, let's go to the Phantoms. I think that would be a good plan. We'll go to the F-15s in a minute.
Can we do Rocket 11, the F-15 flight first because I have to go.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. F-15E. There we go. Okay, a lot of going in circles here, as you tell, because a lot of waiting for seed. But then at some point it was called for Megalodon, and you went in with your JDAMs, I believe, and took out that factory. Which this was awesome to watch. These were good hits.
He literally dropped every single one.
Well, yeah, it takes two. It takes two of these. It takes 2 of these to destroy a factory, and he launched 2 at each factory. There were 3 factories total. So yeah, he obliterated the objective. You can't see the factories on here. But
he dropped an aura post in DCS screenshots, and he said there was a factory here or something. Like it was kind of sick.
Yeah.
It was like that the factory, and it was just a plume of smoke.
And I think he then switched to air-to-air, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
This poor fucking MI8 gets shit on by Bones 1-2. We'll go over that later. Dude, I was fucking crying in the other PC when you took out the Magic School Bus.
Well, I actually called Wizard on that guy too. I said, "What's this single contact down at 1,000? 1,000." He's like, "Yeah, it's just a guy, just a little helicopter hanging around." So I was like, "All right, fine, I won't kill him." And then I heard Bones 1-2 come in. He's dead. Don't worry about that.
All right, so the F-16s took care of this two ship of MiG-29s here pretty well. Even within this SA-10, which is very impressive. I really like to see that teamwork there. You guys took care of it. Nobody got killed here.
Yeah, look at the defense
then you went
guy.
cold.
Just look at that.
You're RTB, just like that. There was a little bit of issue talking to Tower here because it's like traffic off of your 1 o'clock F-18, advised on traffic in sight. And then he goes and I told him to follow him. And he follows
Just starts following around.
Traffic in sight. True news. So then I basically just told him to fly, just to maintain and fly heading, and you did. And then I told you the actual position of the traffic, and then I told you to turn base, you turn base, and then followed in this Hornet here, which is pretty good.
Yeah, really good separation there from Crawfish. Good
Thank
ATC stuff, nice.
I've been practicing my ETC.
Yeah.
Okay, who's oh yeah, we're gonna do the F4s now. By the way, if you want to head out, Bob, you can. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
One quick sentence from me. I'm an F-15E. I landed with 10,000 pounds fuel left. Without refueling.
Classic.
And,
and you didn't even hit the tanker either, did you?
Yeah, no. I was tasked to go to the tanker, where the F4s were in front of me and a couple other flights, and when the F4 was refueling, what was the code word?
It was Megalodon.
Yeah, Megalodon. Megalodon was called, and I didn't get a chance to refuel, but I didn't really have to because I had plenty of fuel left.
Yeah.
So
all right,
basically...
Phoenix, are you in here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
So
awesome.
I have a couple of things. They're not critics, and it's my own problems. Takeoff was good. I liked the takeoff. It went well. But right after takeoff, I decided to I'm gonna put the TACAN to the tanker and follow that. Guess what? I forgot to put the TACAN receiver on. And you can see exactly where I see that. Oh shit! It's not like you can exactly see where I turn it on again.
You had me panicking like crazy because I was like, did I fuck up the tankers?
No.
Thank God. Thank God I didn't fuck up the tankers.
Forgetting to put the receiver
It happens.
on.
It happens to the best of us. Don't worry.
Like
me and the Viper, what I'll do is I'll go in nav mode instead of TACAN mode, and I'll follow the little blue arrow, and it's not the TACAN.
Yeah.
So, I get it. How was the tanking, by the way, for everybody? Did the tanking go well? Did they go well?
Well, from my perspective, it was the first time actually tanking in operation. I'm pretty sure I got from like 80 to 90% full, and I'm like really proud of it. I could hear my heart pounding when I was doing this.
Hey, but you practiced it beforehand, so the practice paid off.
Yeah.
And it was 5% the easy time taking as well.
Yeah. We got here. How is Super here right now? Yeah, he is. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
So, about the tanker was like the flight from round trip was like 220 nautical miles. Like we can do that without tanking, and it was just more like I wanted to do it. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna try it once or twice, and if it doesn't work out, we can just go. And
yeah, the thing.
Super just said that it's like he doesn't need it, like he doesn't know how to do it. And was like, okay, it's not like we have enough fuel.
99% of the reason that I had the tankers there in the first place was because of the last time we had ONS, and basically, people were sitting at the hold point for like 2 hours, waiting to push.
No. Yeah,
and so I had the tankers there just in case, because I wanted to make sure that you guys had enough fuel if you were waiting there for a while. So I noticed. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and if you go slightly back. After the tanker, my plan was to do an nav fix over the Marshall Point, but I fucked that up, like usually. That's why we do a loop-de-loop there. And after this, we pushed into the target area. I tried to be cover for Super, or top cover for Super, trying to see if there was any missiles going off. But I did shit job out of it because I did not see where Super was anywhere. Like I couldn't see my number 2 anywhere. Like I had no visual on my number 2 and tried to still cover him. But Super goes for the runway first because I tasked him to do it first. I did not even know that I was getting shot. And I think Super gets the bombs off. He calls Pickle. And then he calls that there's flak. And after that I tried to find him, and when I exactly find him, he was already I saw a white plume of smoke and a black thing falling from the sky. That's the moment when I called in that number 2 was shut down.
Oh yeah, the Iglis. So I should have said that I wanted you guys to drop them from like 20,000 feet, because there is a lot.
Yeah, that was our plan, to drop from 20,000 feet, but using dive toss, you have to do a dive to make the radar lock, and that's why I asked for a higher flight level so that we had more room to do the dive.
Where did you ask that on?
Earlier, you did give us permission to go
Oh, okay.
22.
I should have sent you guys to like 30 or something like that. That would have been better. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah,
And
there is
it's always extremely impressive to me watching the Phantoms do anything because it's like you guys have the shittiest situational awareness of any other aircraft. Like the aircraft does not have the systems that anybody else does. So it's like you guys have to be crazy cracked at flying in order to be able to do any of this. So good work, anyways. I mean, you got bombs off. You fucking
like
strike
there
the
is like in the, like this is where the planning for an F4 goes like big way. As if we get to know what's our actual target first, we can plan our loadout for it. Like this loadout was not bad. I don't know, but there are like I'm not sure if the drive toss method is the best like idea to do for like high altitude bombing, but it is good. Like it's easy and it's good to do, and it's fairly accurate. It's one of the more accurate versions. There's also a way we could use a targeting bot to do this, and that doesn't need our to dive. But I'm not sure that like that's finicky because we don't have VSOs, and you have to manually steer the targeting bot all the time and keep it on target and shit. But anyway, the planning was fine, and well, after 1-2 got shut down, I decided okay, I'm gonna try to drop on the runway and do a fucked up job of it, but it was a bad release and got like missed it by like I was.
You got these guys.
Yeah, you killed things. That's what I was saying.
It's a win-win situation.
Yeah, and then I just escaped from the area, dumping like crazy flares and going afterburner, and went back to the air base and did a naval landing of nothing, if nothing else. Like it bumped like 10 feet up into the air after this, and when I shut down my engines, I had like 9,600 pounds of fuel.
Phantom landings are hard. I'll explain that. You know, it's like completely impossible. I don't think you spun out.
Yeah, I didn't. No, I did not.
I think that's taxiway. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a taxiway, and why I do that is because there's
exhaust.
The procedure for dropping down the chute is to turn your tail out of the runway and put some engine power and release the chute so it flies like in a certain spot that you have been designated to, that somebody can go and collect all the chutes.
Well, that's cool.
That's just.
Did you guys have like a CCRP mode that you could do like without diving?
Yeah, that's the one where we use the like it's not a CCRP, but it's using the targeting board to lace and take the slant range from that. That's basically what the dive toss is doing. Is we are using the radar for the range or slant range for the drop.
Yeah.
But the targeting board is hard to use when you are flying alone because it's meant for the VSO to do the stuff, and Jester doesn't know how to do it yet. So you have to constantly correct you have to fly the plane and still constantly correct the targeting bot all the time. So it's quite
pain in the ass. I can imagine that being.
And dive loss is basically the easiest one method to do bombing. There are other ways we could have done this, but I think this is the best for now. And with this being like the small time to practice and don't really know what to do.
Yeah.
What was the target before? But it was fun. I hope Super had still some fun, even if he died. But
yeah, you guys are badass flying like this, like flying.
Yeah, flying the Phantom.
You guys are badass automatically. That's awesome. You guys did great.
All right, A10s, Billy.
Oh, wait, there it is. What's up? Where are we at?
So, took you guys a while to start. Was it just because you guys didn't know where you were on the airfield and like programming waypoints and stuff?
Well, no. So it was a combination. We had some issues with Frozone getting connected. He was having some sort of issue with like purity check or whatever it was.
Oh, integrity check, yeah.
Yeah, that thing. So it took us a minute to get that figured out and get him in. But I mean, we got our waypoints and stuff figured out pretty quickly. Just took us a little bit of time to get that stuff set up, but it wasn't terrible. Yeah, as far as everything goes, we went once we got in. I will say, just I know we're going to talk about planning and stuff later, but like it does make it incredibly difficult to figure out where the hell you are on an airfield when you can't see where you are on the airfield. So just as like a
next time, I'm not going to use dynamic slots because I saw people getting spawned on opposite sides of the entire airfield. So that was a dynamic slots issue. So if I put in actual slots, then I'll put the parking space in the actual thing so you know where you are. I'm sorry about that, guys. I mean, lessons learned. I'll put in normal slots, not dynamic slots next time. And that'll go with signups because it's like if I don't have signups, I have to use dynamic slots. You know.
Yeah.
So
and just knowing where we'd spawn would be great. Just if possible, obviously.
Yeah, that would be in the knee board of like, oh, this would be gamblers, hangers, or yada yada.
Yeah, because like I had. Like, neither of us really had any clue. I had to sit and figure it out, like, where I was, and I eventually figured it out. But, yeah, that was just, like, one of the biggest, I wouldn't say grievances, but just one of the biggest things we had issues with.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate the IP to target tactics going on here? Like, holy moly. Excuse me, this is just the cleanest racetrack I've ever seen in my life.
I like how Crawfish always busts one under the table when looking at Benelli's.
I'm telling you, man.
It's not even
Why
that
can't
good.
everybody be like Benelli,
it's good,
man?
but
why can't everybody be like Benelli? I don't understand.
I will say this is now like the third time we've really done IP to target tactics, and I will say this one wasn't super clean, because we were actually trying to actively locate shit all the time. But I will say that the A10 has a very, very nice system to set up the ability to make a clean racetrack pattern between.
That's what it's for. You know, it's built for that.
Yeah, exactly. So I will say there is some measure of we're given the tools to do so, but being able to fly it too routinely is also a different story.
Yeah.
But anyway, so about the actual attack itself, not too bad. We had to figure out what our actual target was because it was never specifically stated. What we were originally going for in our EBOs. So
did it not?
Nope. It just, at least not that I recall.
Let me check.
I could be mistaken. Maybe I didn't quite get it somewhere. But let me see.
Was Dragon 1.
I got it open for myself.
So it would be mission. Or wait, hold on. Did I put you?
It just says mission as seed.
Oh, I fucked that up. So it was not like that in the older versions, but I went to one of the newer because this is not even.
The one that I
put you guys under seed. Okay, so that was a mistake that I should have spotted. So I made all of these like all at once, and it was like 6 a.m. and I hadn't slept. So I'm sorry about that. That should have said strategic strike and Alpha 01. So Alpha 01 was the target. And so
even then it was never specified exactly. Like even if it had said strat instead, it's never specified, at least not that I recall, exactly what we were supposed to be hitting.
So that would be included in a section called, hold on, I'm trying to remember what the shit was. It was a Frago that was added to the actual fucking EBO, but I hadn't actually put it in there, so that was my fault. In the future, I will be able to include it, but for now, I had basically given you the fucking what's it called?
Well, there is a Frago
Intel advisory Frago or
target.
the Intel advisory Frago. No, hold on. That was a different one. So there's Intel advisory, and then there is a section that has actual coordinates and different descriptions of targets. So the Intel advisory is what I included that had the let's see. I had an Intel advisory in here, which was like, okay, there's an SA6 over here, but there's one that should be like target coordinates, and it would have actual coordinates in here, like down below. So Frago, and then something else, then it would be coordinates, and down
like it's nothing that it doesn't even specify what we're supposed to be looking for.
Yeah, well, if I added that in there, it would have said what you were looking for. So again, that was my fault. I did the planning, and I did a poor job at it. I should have added down below that what's it called? That you had these specific coordinates. These coordinates are factories. This is what they look like, and needed to kill them. That should have been something that I included right here. But like I said, it was late. It was too last minute. And people have made that aware to me. I'm aware. It was a mistake on my part. You know, I should have given you more than 1 day to prepare, and I should have definitely given you more information down here. But
that part wasn't bad. It was just like we didn't know specifically what our tasking was.
Yeah. So that would be in a fragio in the future. So I'm sorry about not including that. And I thought that it would be enough for me to just include Alpha 01, and then in the slide presentation, I had included Alpha 02, and I had verbally discussed, or sorry, Alpha 01, and I had verbally discussed that it was factories, and then for Alpha 02, I had verbally discussed that it was the IL-76 and the aircraft down here. But what I should have done is I should have added the fragio that actually describes that in text, instead of having you have to just sort of assume. Does that make sense?
Well, and part of that too, again, I'm trying not to spend too much on the planning part, but it did contribute to some of the things that happened. In the briefing, you mentioned that we were to go after Alpha 02, but our EBO said, again, because it's wrong, unfortunately, but it's Alpha 01, so we're like, which target do we go
So
after?
a lot of the, and that comes down to, and I'm sorry about this, the last minute part of it. Like, I had made these, and then I'd updated them several times, so it was like, I would tell you the old version. Like, I think that the EBOs went through like maybe 3 or 4 different variations, and I had like changed them 6 times, and that's my fault. But essentially, when I was updating them, sometimes like I fucked things